saws and nail guns and table saws, different things like that, tools you'd use in construction. And how the students would get that would be taking an intro to building trades class. They would take an intro to cabinetry class or a cabinetry class. My intro to building trades class would get them a lot extra knowledge on how to lay out a building, how to frame the building, and things like that. We make small garden sheds in our intro class, and then gives them enough training so that they can go on to building trades if they choose.
Okay, so Webster Elementary, tell me about the difference between building a music room and regular room. What kind of specialty things are you doing for this music room?
Well, this is going to be an outside unattached from the school. So most of our houses and things that we build, we run Cat 5 and cable. So we're doing that. So the technology piece is implemented into this building. And the other thing we're doing is we're building we're installing these heater and air conditioning units. They're just like what you would see in a hotel room. So the teacher can go in and control the heat and air AC right from within the building itself. Some of the different things that we have to contend with is this is going to be placed down by Marne Creek, which is in the flood zone. So we've had a lot of paperwork to deal with through FEMA, getting them to approve all this stuff. And we have to put this building on pillars. So we have to insulate the floor and as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a task to get that done.
Certainly sounds like a task, but it certainly sounds like a worth it task as well. This sounds like something that will be incredible for years to come.
Well, kids are getting a great experience. We've had to do a little remodeling, so they know how that goes about too, and where the building needs to be structurally sound. When we remodel things, we just can't throw something in the wall. We have to make sure it's built the correct way. So they're gaining a lot of knowledge through this little project as well.
Thank you very much for joining me today on YHS Nation. That was Brett Johnson. He is running the building trades class at YHS. 22 kids building a 24 by 34 music room for Webster Elementary. Incredible what they are doing down there. This has been YHS Nation, and now the pregame show for Yankton High School football is going to start right now.
Yankton touchdown!
It's time for Bucks football on KYNC and KYNTV. Bucks football is brought to you by
1919 Root Beer, American Foods Group, Culver's, Gerstner Oil, JJ Benji's, Checkers, Mount Marty University, MT&RC Smith Insurance, Olsen Pest Technicians, Overland Rehab, Shop Easy, Sherco, Truxedo, USD Athletics, Yankton Computer and Network Services, Yankton Medical Clinic, Yankton Rexall, Vision Real Estate, Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance, South Dakota Attorney General, Mason Schramm, Vision Real Estate, Hy-Vee, Rhonda Westland State Farm, Buell's Cleaners, Core Trust Bank, First Chiropractic Centers, Thrivent Financial, First Dakota National Bank, Avera, Vision Care Associates, Billion Auto.
Now let's go to the field with KYNC color analyst Jacob Wirtz and the voice of Yankton Bucks football, KYNC sports director Bryce Ladwig.
Good evening. This is Bryce Ladwig alongside Jacob Wirtz, and this is Yankton Bucks football pregame show brought to you by Hy-Vee, the 2-3 Yankton Bucks here at Joe Quintal Field in Mitchell to take on the 1-4 Kernels, ESD foe and Class AA opponent. Yankton obviously coming off of a disappointing homecoming loss to Pierre last week, 24-10. That was on Pioneer Days. Even though they got 363 yards total offense, they did have 4 turnovers, 26% on third down conversions in the game. Didn't score a touchdown, Jacob, until the fourth quarter, and that was a 36-yard touchdown pass from Reichen to Oswald. And then for the Kernels last week, Mitchell, a 43-14 loss to Brookings, which brings them to their 1-4 overall record. The reason I'm bringing up homecoming, Jacob, besides being the last game, is today is Mitchell's homecoming, and I think they're going to want to get a victory on the field, and Yankton just wants to play spoiler.
Well, absolutely. Anytime you have homecoming, it's always a big deal. Obviously, Pierre spoiled that last week. Mitchell, Yankton was to Yankton last week.
IV Preedy. T or KY. And we're going to go ahead and take a vision of the game brought to you by Vision Real Estate. KYN TV.
Locally owned businesses help build strong communities, and that's true with Triple Time Rudy's. You get a locally owned business that offers fuel discounts for Yankton's largest employers, supports local schools and events, and carries quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and Kaler Locker meats that customers love. Triple Time Rudy's is conveniently located at 17th and Broadway for your daily fill-ups and convenience needs. So pull in to Triple Time Rudy's today.
At Culver's, we cook our butter burgers pretty much the same as you would at home. Only our 3-cut blend of fresh beef will do. Then you'll need to master our signature press and sear technique. You may want to practice a few thousand times. Add real Wisconsin cheese, top with a lightly buttered toasted bun, and serve yourself with a big warm smile.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole cook-to-order butter burger thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's in Yankton, located at 3208 Broadway Avenue.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
A quick family meal doesn't always mean a stop at the drive-thru window. After a busy day of running, just light up the grill and put on some Sheboygans. Sheboygan brats, natural casing wieners, or all-beef stadium or quarterback hot dogs make a quick, easy, and delicious meal.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. Bryce Loudon alongside Jacob Wirtz. And I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners making this broadcast possible. America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600. Unlock the American dream. And Boston Shoes to Boots. Footwear expert since 1915, Boston Shoes to Boots carries high-quality work boots, casual, athletic, and dress shoes for men and women. Located at 3rd and Broadway or bostonshoestoboots.com. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And J&H Cleaning, carpet, upholstery, area rugs, air ducts, dryer vents, power washing, and janitorial services for businesses. Dirty doesn't stand a chance. If it's dirty, J&H can clean it. Check out jhcleaningsd.com. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Time for our Vision of the Game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Now, Jacob, I think it's a Gavin Swanson type of game. He likes contact, and he's going to get it with these Mitchell linebackers. They have a really good trio of them ready to fill up some gaps and just try to get into the backfield or meet him at the line of scrimmage. So let's see if he can get on the right side of that line of scrimmage, because they are some bruisers.
Well, they are. They have a very good linebacking core, as we said. Jake Helloyd, Joe Van Overshield, and others as well. And this is going to be a physical football game. It was last year in Yankton. It was a very physical game. Went to overtime. Yankton was able to win that in overtime in Yankton at Crane Youngworth. And I don't expect anything different. I think you got to get the running game going here for Yankton tonight. It's kind of a dreary, drizzly evening here. It's kind of a little humid out even. So it's just kind of a interesting evening as far as the weather is concerned, and there's a little bit of a breeze, and so it could be one of those games where Yankton needs to get those running backs established, especially Swanson early, and try to open up the power running game, and then eventually you can hit the play action. And of course Yankton, their receivers definitely need to be more physical, according to Coach Muth earlier this week. He said the receivers need to be more physical when going up and getting the ball, and even in blocking and things like that. So it's going to be one of those games where it's going to be a physical, hard-hitting game.
All right, thank you, Jacob. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we will have the YHS pregame interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYNTV.
What does your phone and an auto show have in common? When you go to BillionAuto.com, everything. Start searching over 7,000 vehicles instantly. Chevys, Kias, GMCs, Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Rams, and much more. Plus, negotiate your best deal on all pre-owned vehicles and apply for credit pre-approval all within a matter of minutes. 17 new car brands and thousands of used cars all in the palm of your hand. It's like an auto show every day at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted. Not all will be approved.
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com, member FDIC.
Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat and catch the game. Whether it's dine-in or carry-out, Checkers menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and of course, wings. With 17 specialty wing flavors, there's a sauce for everyone, like buffalo, spicy garlic, and honey chipotle. And don't forget to try their sauce of the month. You can get all these hot and ready to eat daily from 11 to 11. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill, 689-2244.
Looking for a new look for your business?
JJ Benji's is a great source for new company clothing for you and your employees.
Now, if you don't know what to get or what's new, JJ Benji's can help.
JJ Benji's has lots of ideas on what the hottest apparel items are, the most popular styles or material. There's always something new to get, and JJ Benji's is on top of it.
For screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your business, JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, downtown Yankton.
Look up. See that steeple on the hill? That's Mount Marty University, the region's premier Catholic university focused on academic excellence and student success. While you're exploring Yankton, stop by our campus, take a tour, meet our faculty, experience all of our changes and growth, and start imagining yourself as a Lancer. Now is the time to begin exploring your next big move. Visit mountmarty.edu and see yourself here.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera, specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
Olsen Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olsen's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olsen Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show on KYNC and KYNTV. It's time for the pregame coaches interview, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-bodied draft root beer available. You can find it on tap at Charlie's Pizza or large cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. Now let's go to the pregame interview.
All right, being joined by Yankton Bucks head coach Brady Muth. Coach, how are we doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Ready for some football. I'm sure you are as well. And as is customary with these pregame interviews, we'll touch on the last game one last time and then move on. You've mentioned it probably 3 different times to me alone, but slower start for the Bucks. You talked about in the quarterback club how you want your receivers to be a little bit more aggressive moving forward. So I'll let you touch on that game a little bit and then the receiver play.
Well, there's a bit of a recipe, to defend us that's out there now, and it's to bring pressure and play man. And we're going to keep seeing that because it's what has worked in the past against us. And if we're going to have some success moving forward, we're going to have to be able to get off a press and get open and get the ball out quickly. A lot of times the pressures we're in, they're overload situations where we just don't have enough guys to block it, and the ball's got to get to the spot quickly. There has to be, number one, our receivers got to be more physical, getting off of a press and getting open. And then number 2, our receivers have to do a better job of working with the quarterback and diagnosing what's going on with the defense in order that they're in the right spot to make a side adjustment so that they can get in the window and catch a ball. We've done a couple things to help Rugby out this week with installing a little bit more quick game. So, some more rhythm throws, cut down on reads a little bit, some rollout stuff, but we've got to be more physical on the perimeter and get open, and not only just get open, but make sure we're in the right spot. Point of emphasis this week, I'm really happy with the way the guys responded. I think both Coach Decker and Coach Hale and coaching the receivers have done a really good job of getting the guys ready for the game and getting them ready to defeat the coverage they're going to see this week.
You mentioned that the Mitchell Kernels have one of the best linebacking crews in Class AA, maybe even just the state in general. Touch on that a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, they all have really good size. Van Overshield, number 44, is an all-state player. But they've just got really good size. They run well. They diagnose the play. They get up and they fill. And Mitchell's always very physical. And so we've got to be able to overcome that physicality. We've got to be the more physical team out there. But we have to do a better job of getting our hands on linebackers, especially in blitz situations, picking those up. If we can pick those blitzes up, in the run game, the holes are a little bit bigger. And obviously, if we can pick a blitz up in the pass game, and if we can defeat the blitz, then we've got, time in the pocket to get the ball, and there's going to be a big play. So offensive line-wise, we've just got to be ready to be up to the challenge to play against these linebackers. And a good defense up front, too. The 3 guys that they got down with their rotations are really tough, too. So it's a tough task ahead of us.
Is Gavin Swanson pretty excited that he knows for sure he's going to be able to hit some people this week?
Yeah, Gavin, this is a Gavin Swanson kind of game. It's going to be rough and tumble, and Gavin likes contact, maybe a little bit too much. He's definitely an alley player, meaning, he wants this football game to end up as a street fight in the alley, and that's where he's most comfortable. So I'm hoping he has a good game, but again, that all relies on our offensive line, how well we do blocking up front.
Yeah, and we remember the last few years especially, there has been nothing but street fights between these two teams. And, Coach, last thing on Mitchell, and then we'll say goodbye and let you get ready for the game. Just overall 30,000-foot view of the Kernels, especially now on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, a real physical team. They don't do a whole lot. There's not going to be a whole lot of smoke and mirrors, limited formations and motions. But what they do very well. It's a simplistic approach to the game, which I would tell you that's what we do as well. It just doesn't look that way from the stands. But, they're not going to do a whole lot of things that are flashy, but they're going to do them real well. They're going to block real well. Everybody's going to know their assignment. Offensively, it makes it really tough because they know exactly what they're doing. If it's a play-action pass, the receivers understand the nuances of the route that they're going to run with that play action, and they're going to get open. The offensive line has, just a few schemes, but they're really, really good at it. It makes it tough for us from that. So it's going to be a dogfight for sure. Like I said, we play very physical football in the last 5 games that we've had. We just have to start playing physical football and coming out on top.
Well, Coach, good luck. Go pop those Kernels, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning on the Coach's Show.
Thanks, Bryce.
Let's Coach Brady Moose for the Yankton Bucks. We're going to go ahead and take a break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Come back and continue.
A physical therapy plan of care is completely individualized to you, the patient. I'm Dave Holland, physical therapist at Overland Rehab. If you have had a shoulder injury or surgery and have been prescribed physical therapy, we'll address your unique goals in recovery with a plan designed just for you. Contact Overland Rehab for convenient appointments in 8 locations in northeast Nebraska and right here in Yankton, located on West 8th Street, otherwise known as the Lake Road.
When it's time for school, it's time to stop at Cenex. You can fill up your car with high-quality gas and fill up your stomach with a quick breakfast. Maybe most important of all, you can fill up your mug with hot coffee. So all you students and teachers, skip the snooze button and head into Cenex on your way to school. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience and wishes all area students and faculty a thriving, successful school year.
With grain carts getting bigger and better every year, don't you think it's time to outfit them accordingly? Sherco's 4500 Series HD electric tarp works seamlessly with existing Sherlock tarps. The heavy-duty extruded arms are the strongest on the market and come with a lifetime warranty. Operating is easy and convenient with one of our smart remote options that let you open and close your tarp with the push of a button. Call to order yours today at 1-800-474-8756. Make it Sherco.
What do you want to do when you retire? Whatever your dreams, you have the power to help make them a reality. Meet with a thriving financial professional and explore options that can help you prepare for retirement. Options you may not even be aware of. For more than 100 years, Thrivent Financial has been helping Christians be wise with money. Contact me, Gavin Zimmerman, at 605-260-4964, and I can help you retire with confidence.
All right, welcome back to Crane Youngworth Field, or no, excuse me, Joe Quintal Field. I forgot what town I was in, Jacob. Sometimes I wish I was back at Crane though.
Yeah, especially on a night like tonight, as drizzly as it is and rainy, and we'd kind of like to be in the booth. We're actually outside.
Yeah, we're on the roof.
We're on the roof.
Yeah, we are
of Joe
on the roof.
Quintal Stadium.
Yeah, not Crane. We're at Joe Quintal Stadium. Although, you know what? I know why, though, also. I said that. Not only because I miss it, but also we've been spending a lot of time there. This is our only second road game of the season. Aberdeen, week 2. And now here we're on week 6. Just a lot of home games we've had.
Last 3 games have been at home at Crane Youngworth, so yeah, you kind of get used to it.
All right, it's time for our standings review, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. As we review the standings, make sure you consider letting Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm.
We'll begin with McLeod's Printing and Office Supplies starting lineups.
All right, we go ahead and start with Class AA. And on the bottom of that standings right now is Sturgis Brown. 0-5 record, 35.4 seed points. Spearfish is number 10 in the standings, 2-3 record, 35.6 seed points. Douglas in the 9th spot, and just on the outside looking in as far as playoffs are concerned. 0-5 on the season, 36 seed points. Huron, 2-3 overall, 39.2 seed points. They're in the 8th spot. Mitchell in the 7th spot, 1-4 record, 39.4 seed points. Aberdeen Central, 3-2 on the season, 39.6 seed points. They're in 6th. And then Tied for fourth is Watertown and Yankton, 2-3 record, 40.4 seed points. In third, the defending state champion, Pierre Governors, 4-1 record, 41.2 seed points. Brookings, the dangerous Brookings, 4-1 record, 42.4. They're in second. And the newcomers to 11 AA already making noise, Jacob, and taking names, is T Area, 5-0 record, 44 seed points. That is your Class AA standings. Now let's look at AA ESD standings. On the bottom, Mitchell 0-3 in ESD play. Tied for fifth, Yankton and Huron 1-2. Watertown in fourth, 1-1 in ESD play. Third, Aberdeen 2-2. Second, Pierre 2-0. And first, Brookings 3-0 in ESD play. That's your standings review. Brought to you by Rhonda Westland, State Farm Insurance. Take another break, come back, and continue here at Joe Quintal Field in Mitchell.
Number 21, Braden.
At Avera, our orthopedic care and services are designed for every body and every age, which means Avera Sacred Heart Hospital in Yankton offers innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. So whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more by visiting the Avera Sacred Heart page on avera.org.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Rhonda Westland, who also brings relief with all your home and auto insurance needs.
Do you whistle while you work?
You will at Truxedo.
Truxedo is currently looking for team members, full-time and part-time.
I love Tuxedo. I really enjoy the people. I like all of my coworkers. I always end up laughing. I've never gone home upset.
Paid job training and excellent benefits within 30 days of start.
If you're looking for a job that challenges you and a great starting wage, then join the Truxedo team.
Apply online now at truxedo.com/careers.
Handoff goes Lawrence Speed. First straight ahead. He's
through there.
25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! South Dakota!
Reunite with Coyote Nation for Dakota Days, the biggest celebration of the year. Brought to you by Quartros Bank and the South Dakota Beef Industry Council. The Coyotes host Indiana State Saturday, October 2nd in the newly renovated Dakota Dome. Dakota Days tickets are available now. Visit goyotes.com/tickets for more information. We are South Dakota.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Bryce Loudwig alongside Jacob Wirtz, and welcoming all that are listening on KYNT Radio as well as KYN-TV. Special shout out to those watching at Bro Burger Bar. Say goodbye to boring burgers and hello to Bro Burgers. Bro Burger Bar offers over 15 unique burgers for every taste bud and is KYNT's official Yankton High School Athletics watch party location. Catch all of the KYN-TV broadcasts on the big screens at Bro Burger Bar, open daily at 11 in the Meridian District. And our colors of the game brought to you by Buell's Cleaners. Buell's offers dry cleaning, laundry, and business services like linens, rags, rugs, and uniforms. Buell's Cleaners, 444 3rd Street in Yankton. The Yankton Bucks in their white road uniforms, red numbers. And then Mitchell in their home blacks with their gold numbers and white outline. Those are colors of the game. Now your officials of the game, brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the field.
All right, officials for tonight's contest. It'll be Jason Reisdorfer, Darren Martina, CJ Prickett, Joe Kleinschmidt, and Josh Benz.
All right, and our starting lineups, let's just do Yankton's offense, Jacob.
For Yankton's offense, starting at quarterback, it's going to be Rugby Riken, the junior. It's going to be at one wide receiver, Cody Oswald. He's a junior. At another wide receiver, Tyler Solar, also a junior. At the third wide receiver, it's Cameron Zarbach, who is a senior. At the running back position, it's Gavin Swanson. who is a junior. At one tight end, it's Jaden Krall, a senior, and the other tight end, also a senior, Max Robb. The offensive line is Jaden Leitner, he's a senior. Carson Hawk, a senior. Zach McKee, also a senior. Kaysen Storr, a junior. And another senior, Bodie Rutledge.
We'll be back in 2.5 minutes for the national anthem break. That was your starting lineup, brought to you by First Chiropractic Center. Whole health with hands-on healing. Back after this.
Veterans and
Well, throw that in the trash.
What happened?
I was watching the game on KYN TV, and the TV went out.
Don't trash it. Recycle it at Recycle IT.
What's that?
The electronics recycling company here in Yankton. They're open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 9 to 6.
Not in a landfill and not in a ditch. 605-653-9913.
Recycle it, Yankton.com.
If aches and pains taking you out of your game, who are you going to call? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for over 37 years. Whether your game is sports-related, doing household chores, exercising, or just day-to-day activity, your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. Who are you going to call? First Chiropractic Centers in Yankton, Scotland, Bloomfield, Hardington, Wagner, and Tyndall. First Chiropractic Center, whole health with hands-on healing.
At Vision, we're looking to help the housing shortage, get families into nice homes, and enhance neighborhoods. Operation Renovation might be your answer. If you have a home that needs a little work, but you just don't have the time, desire, or funds to put into it. We're looking for homes to purchase and take away your stress. Vision Real Estate will restore the property along with help from local contractors and put it back on the market for a new family to enjoy. If you have a potential candidate, give us a call at 664-5555.
For your complete personal and business computer solutions, rely on Yankton Computer and Network Services. We provide Yankton and the surrounding communities with top-of-the-line computer equipment, repairs, and managed IT systems, along with whole-home Wi-Fi, home security systems, and more. We stand behind our products and always strive to bring you the best in customer service. Give us a call today, 605-664-2222, or stop by our office located at 1901 Broadway. From all of us at Yankton Computer and Network Services, best of luck to our Yankton Bucks and Gazelles this season.
Kids seem to always be misplacing things. Socks, shoes, backpacks, books, you name it. So when it comes to important things like EpiPens for serious allergies or inhalers for breathing problems, make sure there's always some on hand when those items go missing or run out. Hi, this is Michael from Yankton Rexall. We pride ourselves on providing accurate prescriptions and appropriate medical information for your child's health. Good health attributes to good students. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
All right. And sorry for the commercial kind of audio quality. We are connected via phone to the KYNT studio, Jacob. As you might imagine, when you're on the road, sometimes there's not the most reliable internet connection, and we're doing what we can to save bandwidth, but everyone and their mother and grandmother, aunts, uncles, cousins are all on their cell phone here at Joe Quintal Field, so we do what we can.
Absolutely, yeah. It's starting to kind of drizzle here in Mitchell, so who knows? We could get a downpour or something this evening. Let's hope not.
We might abruptly go off air if we had to get all the equipment downstairs. We're on the roof. This is not... This is terrifying, Jacob, but you know what it is what it is. All right, we are moments away from the opening kick. And the opening kickoff brought to you by American Foods Group and Sheboygan. The opening drive of the game brought to you by Gerstner Oil and Triple Time Rudy's. Tomorrow, listen up, everybody. Tomorrow, 5 cents off your fuel at Triple Time Rudy's in support of the Yankton Bucks. No matter what you drive, make sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's. Again, 5 cents off each gallon of fuel tomorrow. So definitely know when I should be filling up. And it will be Yankton to kick to Mitchell.
Attention to the track. Where assembled is the Mitchell High School 2021 homecoming royalty.
And Jacob, we've talked a few times about this, but the linebackers for Mitchell is who I'm really looking after on that side of the ball, trying to disrupt Yankton. Yankton has had trouble running on the outside edges this season, but they have a lot of success with Gavin Swanson running up the middle, finding those gaps. So it's actually going to be a true battle at the line of scrimmage. Who's going to win that battle at the line?
Well, absolutely. This is going to be one of those games that's won or lost at the line of scrimmage. And like you said, that linebacking core for Mitchell, we saw them last year when they came to Yankton. They were good. and probably one of the better linebacking cores we saw last year, and probably is the same case this year. Jake Helloyd returns, Jovan Overshield returns, Josh Gross-Didier returns. I mean, they've got a very talented group of linebackers on this Mitchell defense, and looks like we'll get to see Yankton's defense first here, but at some point here we're going to get to see how that plays out with Mitchell's defense against Yankton's offense.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And we saw earlier Trevor Paulson doing his warm-up kicks, hit a 50-yard field goal. So that's always exciting to see. Obviously, game time is a little bit different as always, but we will see. This is Yankton Bucks football here on KYNT, KYN-TV. The 2-3 Yankton Bucks kicking off to the 1-4 Mitchell Kernels. And it's Bucks football in the air. And Mitchell does return about the 3-yard line. They cut up to the middle of the field and are brought down at the right hash marks. I'll get that returner for you in a second. Down at about the 21-yard line. And they really got off the field in a hurry. Carson Fahey on the kick return for Mitchell, the 6'1 senior.
First down, Kernels.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Kernels. And at the quarterback position, Tucker Vilhauer. We've seen him a few times. Very good athlete. Mitchell actually was missing a man on the field. Rushing on is Joseph Van Overshield. Setting a man in motion, it's Lucas Bennett. And Vilhauer keeps it himself, goes to the left on the outside edge, is brought down after a gain of about a yard.
Tucker Vilhauer on the carry. No gain on the play.
They're say no gain, so 2nd and 10.
Second down.
Loving how the scoreboard isn't up right now, Jacob.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got...
Not us, ours is. I'm talking about theirs.
Exactly, yeah.
2nd and 10. Vilhauer sends a man in motion. And a quick handoff going toward the right hash marks. It is Jagger Tyler, the 5'10 junior. Very small gain on the play. Yankton did a nice job sealing that edge.
Jagger Tyler on the carry. Gain of about 3.
So gain of about 3 yards. Bring up 3rd and 7 for the Kernels. Now Vilhauer has Van Overshield bruising back to his left. He takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself. Van Overshield with the block. But Yankton meets him right up the middle and brings him down before the first down marker. A nice 1-2-3 for this Yankton defense. Bring out the punt return crew. And Mitchell will boot it to the team in white.
And number 52, Jaden Leitner.
That's what you want, Jacob. You want to get off to a good start here in Mitchell. Yankton has played some good football this season. They just had their, what happens to be probably their worst performance last week. They're just trying to rebound and just get on a good footing here at Joe Quintal Field.
Absolutely. You know, they've lost their last 2 games now, and you want to try to get back in the win column, and that was a good start to the game for this Yankton defense. Get a quick 3 and out.
And to punt, Tyson Sabers, a 6'2 sophomore. And he does so to Cody Oswald. Calls for a fair catch at the 42-yard line in Yankton territory. That's where Yankton's offense will set up shop.
Oswald at the 41-yard line will be first down for Yankton.
So we heard Coach Brady Muth, Jacob, talk in the pregame about how he wants his wide receivers to be more aggressive. He wants them to get that separation, but he also knows his offensive line has a task in front of them today with these linebackers. I believe Yankton's going to see a lot of blitzing here tonight. And now Riken sends Cody Oswald in motion from the right side to the left. And takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He rolls out to his left, and a quick pass to Cameron Zarbach is complete. He's to the 50 now, to the Mitchell 45, and is hit out of bounds. So that will be a first down after the first play for the Yankton Bucks.
To number 81, Cameron Zarbach, forced out of bounds by number 35, Mick Daly.
So at the Mitchell 45, handoff to Gavin Swanson. He goes right up the middle and is met by those linebackers we have spoken about. Gain of about a yard.
Swanson on the carry. Gain of 3. Van Overshield on the tackle. Second down.
Great first couple plays here for Yankton. Is now Reichen going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to roll out to his left, and now he's going to take off and run. He's across the 45, down to the 40, and he's just going to waltz out of bounds at the 35. And that'll be enough right at the first down marker there, and they're going to give him that first down. Nice run by Reichen. A great first few plays here for
first down,
Yankton. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35 of Mitchell. Reichen with the snap. He's going to hand it off to Swanson. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to cut off to the right now. And now he breaks a tackle. Ball comes loose. And there is a scrum for it at about the 27-yard line. And they're going to say Mitchell has it.
Wow.
Swanson had a big gain. And he ends up fumbling the football, and Mitchell lands on top of it.
Yeah, that was not exactly what you want when you're Yankton. We were just talking about, Jacob, how they want to get on a better footing here with here at Joe Quintal Field, and that is not going to help their situation. Just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Obviously still no score, but Yankton really started moving the ball well, and they probably just wanted to put some points on the board, but now defense is going to be called on again as Mitchell has it on their own 21-yard line. Hand up to Van Overshield is met by a host of Bucks after a gain of
Bryce
a few
Palmer
yards.
Gain of 2.
He's 2nd and 8.
Larson, number 42 on the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, now what you want to see there, if you're Yankton, you had a really good drive going, and that run by Swanson was going to pick up 8-10 yards and just coughed up the football.
And Vilhauer, again, handoff to the right. And on the carry, and breaking free is Casey Lopez. No, rather, Bryce Palmer, the 5'9 junior, gets to the outside hash marks, gets a nice crease with a block in front of him, able to secure some turf. And that is a Kernel first down. Nice 16-yard run.
Big play there by Palmer. He just was able to break a couple tackles and get outside on the right.
And taking the snap is Trayson Scholes. And Scholes hands up off the middle. Gain of a handful of yards on the play.
On the carry, gain of 4.
Gross Didier on the carry. 6'2 senior, and he is a bruiser for this Mitchell Kernel offense.
2nd down and 6.
Yankton's linebackers are going to have their hands full here today. It is 2nd and 6 for the Kernels, just in front of midfield. Yankton with 2 men down on the D-line. Handoff up the middle, and it is to Josh Gross Didier. And he is met by Yankton's linebacking crew, but he does gain about 4 yards. He is in Yankton territory.
Gross Didier on the carry.
Yeah, Gross Didier, he's a load.
In on the tackle was number
6'2", 210 pounds, as you said, Bryce, and he is tough to take down. Last year they ran the ball with him a lot as well, and Yankton struggled to tackle him at times. And they're going to have to try to get hands on him as quick as they can before he gets ahead of steam.
3rd and 2 for Mitchell. And keeping it is Scholes. He gets out to the left. And a nice pump fake and still getting some yards. He psyched out the Yankton defense. And he psyched them out, Jacob, even though he was way past the line of scrimmage. And he had a big time first down for the Kernels all the way in Yankton territory. But do we have we have a flag out on the field. The officials are going to discuss. It's definitely fall weather out here, Jacob. You can see the mist in the air. Maybe it's because we're on the roof.
After the play was over, personal foul on the offense, number 14. The result of the play is first down.
So personal foul on Mitchell. And so that will actually back them up and help Yankton's cause. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kernels on Yankton's 43-yard line. And Trayson Scholes prepared to take the snap. He does. He's looking to pass to the right. And a nice completed pass to Jagger Tyler, who is spun down to the turf around the 40-yard line, maybe the 39.
Brings up 2nd down and 6 from the Yankton 39.
So gain of about 4 yards, 2nd and 6 for the Kernels.
Mitchell moving the ball very consistently here on this drive, and they had that big play there that was called back a little bit by the penalty, but it still gave them an automatic first down. And they're just running the football and then throwing off the play action. Yankton have to stiffen up.
And Scholes takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself, quarterback keeper. He's out to the left hash marks. Quick juke move. And it's finally brought down, but past the first down marker. That'll move the chains again. And Yankton's defense, again, going to be asked for a big stop.
Cody Rutledge. And number 22, Cooper Grotnice.
As Mitchell just keeps inching closer and closer to the red zone.
And a nice keeper there by Schultz. He was able to just run that zone read. He read the defensive end that was coming off the field, or coming up the field, and he was able to make the play there and make a nice run out of it.
And Scholes again looking to pass. He's looking down the middle of the field into the end zone. Nice defense from Jaden Supergessi. Supergessi able to defend the pass.
Schultz's pass intended for Seamson is incomplete.
For Seamson.
Number 15.
And I'll tell you what, Jacob, Jaden Supergessi really is proving to be one of the best defensive backs, not in the class, not in the ESD, but in the state. He has had so many balls thrown in his direction, and he's played them clean, but very aggressive.
He has, and he had a nice job there on that ball. Looked like the ball maybe was a touch short, just a tad underthrown, but of course with the wind tonight, that could have affected that a little bit as well, but a great play by Supergessi nonetheless. And now it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that's Grosdidier bowling his way forward, getting a first down there for
Grosdidier on the carry.
Mitchell. All the way down
Number 10, Tyler
to the 17-yard line, Bryce.
Yeah, and that will put them into the Yankton red zone. And we were talking all pregame, Jacob, about how this Mitchell defense was going to be scary. But right now, it's the offense that's looking very versatile, and at least 6 different targets so far and ball carriers. So they have the weapons. Trayson Scholes again in the shotgun. He sends Van Overshield into motion. That's where he'll set up to his left. And we'll have a false start going on Mitchell. That will back them up 5 yards. That does help Yankton.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Yeah, that last run by Grosdidier, I mean, he went right up the middle, right through the middle of that Yankton defense, and he ran over a couple of guys to pick up that 14 yards and a first down, and now you get set back 5 yards for a 1st and 15, but we'll see what Mitchell comes back with.
All right, and now Trayson Scholes actually fumbles the ball, but picking up is Van Overshield. And loss of a few yards.
By Van Overshield. Loss of 3.
Loss of 3 officially.
Tackle made by Swanson.
2nd and 18 now for Mitchell. And so Mitchell apparently can make mistakes too. The Yankton's being very helpful to this Yankton defense. And the snap, Scholes, hands off. And it is handed to Josh Grosdidier. 210 pounds, 6'2", senior, gains 4, so basically gets that original yardage back after the fumble.
Brings up 3rd down and 14.
So 3rd and 14 for the Kernels. And we did see their kicker, Jacob, in Trenton Reagan. He hit from 45 in practice. And practice is always different, right? But it's still impressive. He also has leg on him. And Scholes in the shotgun sends Van Overshield to the left. Takes a high snap. He's in the pocket. Quick dump off to Grosdidier, and he is buried right at the line by the Yankton Bucks. So it brings up 4th down.
Grosdidier. Loss of a yard.
So yeah, it looked like they tried a little running or halfback screen there. And Yankton read that right away and was able to make that stop and brings up a 4th down. So the defense does do their job, and they do get the stop. But, of course, penalties didn't help Mitchell's cause there either.
It's not stopped yet. 4th and 15. Mitchell's going to keep their offense out there. Obviously, a little bit of wind picking up. Grayson Scholes takes a snap. He's obviously looking to pass. He's looking toward the end zone, toward the corner intended for wide receiver Tucker Vilhauer. Incomplete. And Yankton will take over on downs in their own territory. And the way this really works out, Jacob, basically going to be at the 22-yard line. It's as if Yankton just returned a kick to that point.
Right, and or it ends up being like a missed field goal, or whatever you want to say. And so yeah, Yankton with the big stop there, and that's huge. That's huge. Mitchell left points off the board, but Yankton was able to get the stop and get off the field.
And now Yankton. Rugby Riken, hand up to Gavin Swanson. He's toward the right hash marks, is brought down by the Kernels after a gain of a couple of yards.
Gavin Swanson on the carry for 2.
So 2nd and 8 now for Yankton. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The left receiver, Cameron Zarbach. Rugby Riken takes a snap. He's rolling to the left. Pitch option. He gets it to Gavin Swanson. Turns upfield at the 20. Is brought down right in front of the 25-yard line. See if they give him even the 25. I think they will. So gain of
Swanson
maybe a yard.
For a yard. Drake Yerke.
Bring up 3rd and 7 for the Bucks.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Trips receivers to the right. And now Riken takes the snap. Toss over to Cameron Zarbach on the left side. It is completed, and he is brought down to the turf. Just in front of the 30-yard line. And that is short of the 1st down. Or is it? No, they're going to move the chains. That is a 1st down for Yankton. Just had to eyeball it. Ball on Yankton's 32. Rugby Riken checking his play band. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gavin Swanson in the backfield. Swanson gets the handoff, goes up the middle, and is grinding forward. He keeps moving. But we have a flag thrown behind Mitchell's defense. Let's see what this is. But Gavin Swanson showing his power there, and why I call him the bowling ball, just knocking Mitchell Kernels over like bowling pins.
Carson Fahey and Drake Yerke in on
Yeah, the penalty flag was thrown actually in front of the play, so I don't know if the back judge threw it. And wonder if he was maybe seeing a face mask on the defense or something like that. We'll see and see what the call is.
During the run, face mask on the defense, number 2.
So face mask on Mitchell. And that helps Yankton's efforts. And now Rugby Riken takes the snap. Pass off to Cameron Zarbach, past the 50, and Zarbach does not bring it in. He bobbled it, and they're going to say he did not have control, and that's something you don't see very often, Jacob, is a drop from Cameron Zarbach.
No, you don't, and that one he just looked like he maybe was going to have it there for a second, but he dropped it, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And now it is Rugby Riken. Hand off to Gavin Swanson, goes to the right, tries to bounce to the outside, almost has some room, but he is to the Mitchell 49-yard line.
Swanson on the carry, gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6 yards on the play for Swanson.
Brings up 3rd down and
So
4.
3rd and 4 now for Yankton. Moving the chains again. Well, not quite yet, but they've been getting some positive yardage here. Riken takes a snap and a drop back. Pass off to Gavin Swanson in the backfield, and he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Very behind the line of scrimmage.
Riken's pass is complete to Swanson for a loss of 6.
So loss of 6 yards on that play for Yankton.
And that was a great play
Number 33,
by Drake Yerke, the defensive end on the play. He just flew in there, went past the blocker, and made a heck of a play in the open field, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Gavin Swanson, he might still be running.
And a low snap to Trevor Paulson, but he's able to get a nice boot on it. all the way to Mitchell's 10, but a botched punt return. And jumping back on it is Jace Larson. And so Mitchell will take over offensively, but they will do so on their own 7, maybe 8-yard line.
Down at the 7-yard line.
I'm going to say 7-yard line. So this is what you want if you're Yankton's defense, who's been called on multiple times this game. Pin Mitchell deep into their own zone. And that's what you get, Jacob, when you have a punter like Trevor Paulson on your team.
Well, that's right. I mean, you have good special teams. You can change games, believe it or not. You can flip the field, as Yankton just did right here, and put the opposing team in a kind of a bind.
And the snap and the handoff to Grosdidier. He cuts up to the middle of the field, has positive yards. Runs right over Yankton all the way to the 20-yard line. So a gain of 13 on the play for Mitchell. An obvious Kernel first down.
And just as I say, you put the defense in a bind, or you put the opposing team in a bind after you punt the football, then Grosdidier gets a nice gain there to finish out the first quarter.
And that is the end of quarter number 1, which was brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll continue here from Joe Quintal Field. Still no score. And the second quarter coming up.
Vision Care Associates provide diagnostic care. Using the most advanced technology in the industry, the doctors offer their patients the highest standard of care, allowing them to diagnose and manage many eye diseases. Choose Dr. Anderson, Dr. Fieser, and Dr. Slowey for expert, personalized eye care. You'll be glad you did. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes.
Scrimmage.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
All right, Trayson Scholes takes the handoff, and he keeps it himself. He cuts up to the left side of the field, is brought down past the 30-yard line by Charlie Foote. And so that will move the chains for the Kernels.
Tackle made by number 34, Charles Foote.
A nice 12-yard run for Scholes. And go figure, Jacob, another dual-threat quarterback that the Yankton Bucks have to face. I think that's just the direction that this class is headed.
Absolutely. You see that a lot in high school football with these dual-threat guys that can do everything.
And Yankton will have an offsides called on them. That will move Mitchell forward.
Before the snap, offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty and first down.
You know, Bryce, we've seen that at times throughout the year where Mitchell does something like this. They jump off sides, and that's just those penalties like that just really kill you as a defense and as a team in general.
Ball on the 37 for Mitchell. Snap to Trayson Scholes. Handoff to Grosdidier. And he is brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play for Mitchell.
On the carry, gain of 2. Number 52, Jaden Leitner on the tackle.
So Grosdier gets that carry.
Brings up second down and 2.
So 2nd and 2 for the Kernels. Ball just in front of their own 40-yard line. Yankton's defense has been on the field quite a bit so far in this game. Van Orshield being sent in motion. Handoff to Grosdier. He gets past the 40 and is brought down by Yankton. James Stewart on the tackle.
Grosdier for gain of a yard. Tackle made by number 56, Carson Hawk.
Carson Hawk also in on that play.
You know, Bryson, you talk about, Yankton's defense being on the field for quite a bit already in this first half. Mitchell's going to be content with that. You're in the football game. Nobody scored yet. And if you have the football, you just want to keep grinding it out and wearing down this Yankton defense as the game goes on.
And Scholes Snap, hand to Grosdier, and he loses the ball. I believe he lost the ball, but I think he got right back on top of it.
Grosdier on the carry, gain of 6. Cody Oswald,
All the way to the Mitchell 47 that will move the chains. I think the ground forced the fumble. As the ball came loose, I saw a couple of Yankton Bucks dive on it. But Mitchell ball, new fresh set of downs, trying to get into Yankton side of the field. And so far, Jacob, we just have a defensive struggle here at Joe Quintal Field. And flea flicker, and Scholes pass downfield toward the center of the field, and nice defense by Yankton. Mac Reichen and Jaden Supergessi.
Pass intended for A.J. Simpson is incomplete. Mac Reichen in on the cover.
Great defense, and there's Jaden Supergessi again, Jacob. Shut down corner for this Yankton Bucks defensive squad.
Absolutely, that was a great play call by Mitchell. I mean, they've been running the ball hard, gaining yards off it, and then they do a flea flicker, hand it off to Grosdier. He pitches it back to the quarterback, and then they had a guy down in the middle of the field, but just wasn't able to connect with him. Great play again by Supergessi.
2nd and 10, Kernels. Hand off to Tucker Vilhauer on the left side, and he is hit hard at the 50 by Supergessi, but still goes forward for positive yards into Yankton territory, all the way to Yankton's 47-yard line. 9:33 to go here in the first half. Still no score. 3rd and 4 now for the Kernels.
A nice hard run there by Vilhauer. You know, he was the quarterback last year for this team. Now they move him to running back. He's just a kind of a Swiss Army knife type of a guy.
And now Scholes, hand out to Vilhauer. Vilhauer puts down his shoulder pads and gets all the way to the 40-yard line.
Vilhauer on the carry.
And that'll be another Kernel first down.
Number 20 on the tackle. Ball is at the Yankton 40-yard line.
And if you're Mitchell, you're just going to keep doing this. You got Grosdier, he's running hard. You have Vilhauer running hard. You can put Van Overshield in there and run the ball with him. Schultz can run it. I mean, this Mitchell offense, it may not be flashy, Bryce, but it's just effective right now.
And now a handoff to Tucker Vilhauer. Goes to the right side, past the right hash marks, all the way to the sideline. Is forced out of bounds.
Vilhauer on the carry for gain of 3.
So gain of 3 on the play for Vilhauer and the Kernels. Brings up 2nd and 7. 9:01 to go here in the first half. Joe Quintal Field, still no score. Mitchell's homecoming.
And, you know, Bryce, Yankton on that play did a nice job of stretching that play out towards the sideline. Vilhauer able to pick up a couple yards off it.
And for the shotgun, Scholes will keep it himself again toward the left hash marks. Cuts up to the middle, now to the outside. Eventually is brought down by a host of Yankton Bucks at the 26-yard line. And another first down for the Kernels.
Schultz, he's making some really good reads on that read option. And that time again, he read the ball, he read the defense correctly, kept the ball, and was able to get upfield for another nice gain and another first down. And this Mitchell offense running almost to perfection at this point. They're doing a nice job of controlling the clock, controlling the ball, getting upfield and making plays.
And 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Scholes, handoff up the middle. It's Vilhauer again. And gain of a yard on the play for the Kernels. Yankton did a nice job of flooding those gaps on that. They saw that one coming from a mile away. Cody Oswald in on the tackle for Yankton. 2nd and 9 for the Kernels. Ball on Yankton's 25. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Still no score. Scholes takes the snap, toss toward the end zone on the right side, and almost a one-handed grab for Mitchell. Try to see who the intended target was. And that is Landon Waddle. Landon Waddell, 6'4" senior. And that's the kind of target you want to throw to if you're trying to have one that go up and get it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, he's a big target at 6'4", like you said, and they tried it again. They've just been running the football, lulling this defense to sleep, and then they try to hit you over the top.
3rd and 9 for the Kernels. And high snap and a handoff to Grosdier. And a nice spin move and almost broke it free for a Kernel touchdown, but he eventually is spun down to the turf.
Tackled by number 10, Tyler Solar.
Tyler Solar on the stop for Yankton. Shoelace away, Jacob, from a Kernel touchdown to open things up here for the first score in Mitchell's homecoming. 4th and 2. Mitchell's offense will stay out there. Grosdier behind Scholes. And he will get the handoff. Grosdier will. And he is held up by Yankton. Yankton with the stop.
Grosdier on the carry for no gain.
So Yankton's defense.
Jaden Leitner.
Yankton's defense did a nice job. Jaden Leitner, they are getting the stop like a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. We talked in the pregame, Jacob. We've been talking about it nonstop, but this line of scrimmage battle really is where the success or failure of each team will lie tonight.
Absolutely, and for most of that drive, it looked like Mitchell was winning the line of scrimmage, but right there, Jaden Leitner on the play making the tackle. Nice job there to stop that drive.
Reichen hand up to Swanson. Swanson has some room on the right side, lowers the shoulder pads all the way to Yankton's 25-yard line.
Number 8, Tyler. On the tackle.
So gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 now for Yankton. 2 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. It's Swanson and Reichen in the backfield. Reichen takes a snap, handoff to Swanson again. Again, lowers his shoulder pads, and I think he has enough for a Yankton first down. Yes, he does. Yankton moves the chains. Nice block on the right side. And then is our first big block of the game, brought to you by H&R Block. Open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. 665-3366. And we have a flag before the ball can be snapped.
Before the snap, offsides on the defense.
So offsides going on Mitchell. That will move Yankton forward. Be 1st and 5 now. Ball on the 34-yard line. Reichen takes the snap. He's looking to pass. He cuts up to the middle. He's going to keep it himself. Max Robb with a nice block. And Reichen tries to go to the outside and is brought down at the... They're going to give him all the way to the 39-yard line, but we do have a flag out on the field.
Tackled by McNeely.
And I think this will probably be holding against Yankton, Jacob.
For the play, holding. Offense, number 76.
So holding going on Yankton. And that will just bring the marker back to the original line of scrimmage, actually a little past it. Should be a 1st and 15 now for Yankton. 6:13 to go here in the first half. Still no score. Yankton with the ball on their own 24-yard line. Cameron Zarbach in motion. Now there's trips receivers to the right. Reichen takes the snap. He cuts the ball up the middle himself. He's going to run. He's trying to get to the outside, and we'll get all the way to the 30. They're going to give him the 37-yard line.
On the carry. Gain of about 10.
Gets about 10 yards on that play. And Rugby Reichen can scoot. When he wants to tuck the ball, Jacob, he just needs a crease, and he'll make it happen for himself. 2nd and 2. Reichen now pitch option. He'll keep it himself again. He has room out to past the 40. Gets all the way to about the 50-yard line, and we will have a late hit going on Mitchell. And that will help Yankton as Reichen was pulled down to the turf well past stepping out of bounds. Gain of 13 on the play, and then we'll tack on the extra yards.
After the play was over, personal foul, defense number 1.
So Tucker Vilhauer will get that personal foul called on him. And that will move the chains. Yankton fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Ball on the Mitchell 35-yard line.
Mitchell.
And timeout is called by Mitchell. We're going to go ahead and step aside as well. 5:50 left here in the first half. Still no score, but Yankton starting to move the chains. Timeout's brought to you by Gavin Zimmerman, Thrivent Financial. Let Gavin help you determine and achieve your financial goals. Back in 30 seconds.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
Where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. 5:50 to go here in the first half. Yankton with the ball. Still no score. Ball on Mitchell's 35-yard line as Rugby Riken and the Bucks offense. Sending Tyler Solar in motion right to left. And Riken will keep it. Toss to Solar. Cuts upfield. Is brought down hard at about the 32-yard line.
Riken's pass is complete to Solar. Gain of 4, forced out by number 1, Vilhauer. Second down.
So bringing up second down. 2nd and 7 now for Yankton. Again, Solar in motion. We'll set it behind Swanson. Riken takes the snap. He's looking to pass. And he has Max Robb wide open at the 15. He cuts to the 10. Tries to grind forward all the way to about the 5-yard line. That will move the chains for the Yankton Bucks. What a pass from Rugby Riken to a wide open Max Robb.
Bryce Palmer on the tackle.
Set him up right at the 5-yard line. 27-yard completion. And now Yankton knocking on the door. Riken the snap. Toss out to Cameron Zarbach in the end zone. And you can chalk up 6. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown. Rugby Riken to Cameron Zarbach. A 5-yard completion makes the first score of this game. Makes it 6-0 in favor of Yankton. 5:21 to go here in the first half.
That was a great drive by Yankton there. The big pass play to Max Robb, setting that one up. He put the ball right on the money there to Robb. And then how about the throw to Zarbach? A back shoulder throw to Zarbach on that 5-yard touchdown pass. And he, again, puts that one right on the money. And it's the first score of the game.
Lucas Kamshoff to hold. Jaden Leitner to snap. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. But we do have a flag out on the field. So offsides on the defense. And Yankton's going to have to replay the try now. Which makes you think sometimes, Jacob, why they would just blow the play dead, not just let them have it. Because they made it. The Yankton will have to retry. They'll inch forward now. And the snap and the hold, and Trevor Paulson puts it through the uprights. It is 7-0. Yankton leads Mitchell here on their homecoming here at Joe Quintal Field. 5:21 to go in the first half. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break, come back, and Yankton will be booting the ball to the Kernels. This is Yankton Bucks football, KYNT, KYNTV.
Warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip-in from the rough. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera, specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. Mitchell does return the kickoff to the 22-yard line in their own territory. And Jason Scholes and the Kernel offense now will set up shop.
Well, great drive there by Yankton on that last possession. Able to punch that one in. Some big plays by the arm of Rugby Riken to finish that one off for the Bucks.
And a quick handoff to Grozier. And he gains about a yard or two on the play. Gain of 1 yard brings up 2nd and 9 now for the Kernels.
Second down
and you know, Bryce, you would think this Yankton defense is fired up now. They got the stop on 4th down deep in their own territory. The offense goes down and scores off of that. Yankton's defense needs to be fired up right now.
And handoff to Grozier. He finds some room on the left. Yankton trying to get a hold of him. They eventually do. And we're going to have a face mask going on Yankton, clear as day. Jacob, you just gave me the symbol. I think everyone here saw it. And that will go against Yankton. They had the first down anyway, but let's add on to it now.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 21. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
And face mask being called on Yankton's Braden Bays, 6'1 senior. And that gives Mitchell a good chunk of yards all the way to their own 46-yard line. 4:37 to go here in the first half. Kernels with the ball. Yankton leading 7-0. Ball on Kernel's own 46. It is Scholes taking the snap, hand out to Tucker Vilhauer. He finds some room on the outside. Eventually is brought down by Yankton right at the line of scrimmage. I thought he had plenty of room, but coming in for the tackle like a heat-seeking missile
Number 2, Mac Riken.
is Mac Riken. Riken really closed the distance there from the secondary right to the line of scrimmage.
It looked like Vilhauer had a nice gain, or he was going to have a nice gain, it looked like, on that right side, but Riken came flying through and wrapped him up low and knocked him down.
And now Scholes, handoff to Vilhauer. Vilhauer lowers his pads, but is brought down hard by Yankton right at the line of scrimmage.
Vilhauer on the carry for no gain.
What a stop for Yankton there on that run. We saw in real time, Jacob, Yankton just filling those gaps. There was nowhere for Vilhauer to go.
Absolutely, there wasn't. And he kind of hit a stone wall there on that play. Multiple Yankton players there to make that stop. And here we go, 3rd down and long for this Mitchell offense.
And now Scholes takes a snap and is brought down behind the line by Charlie Foote. Now bring up 4th down. What a stop for Yankton, even after a face mask penalty. Loss of 5 on the play. And I'm going to say sack, Jacob. And here's why. He was looking to pass as he was brought down.
That's right, he was, and he was trying to get out of the pocket. And, man, what a play by Charlie Foote. Just to, they didn't send a total rush, but they sent some guys after him, and Charlie Foote was able to make that play and just come down hard on the quarterback.
He finished the play. He could have just let, him run because chances are you're not going to get to him, but he eventually did. And there's the boot. Cody Oswald trying to return it. He does at the 25. Finds some room up the middle. Gets to the outside. He's to the 50, to the 45. He's in the outside. He's all the way to the Mitchell 30-yard line. What a return for Cody Oswald. It started all the way at around the Yankton 20-yard line, maybe the 24-yard line. Return of 46 yards for Cody Hot Wheels Oswald, as I like to call him, Jacob. And that is what makes him such a special player for Yankton. Versatile, but he turned very small creases into a huge gain. And now Riken takes a snap, hand out to Swanson on the outside, trying to follow his blockers. He does gain about 5 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd and 5 for Yankton.
Jace Larson Forcing him out of bounds.
2:14 to go here in the first half. Still 7-0 for Yankton. But Yankton trying to get into the red zone. Reichen with the snap, hand it to Swanson. Swanson right up the middle, keeps turning those legs. Gets all the way to the 19-yard line of Mitchell territory. And now Yankton is in the red zone. 2:07 to go in the first half. Jacob, Yankton's getting the ball at half. So if they can score here, that could really blow this game open in Yankton's favor. And the snap, Reichen takes it. Pass toward the end zone to Max Robb, and you can put 6 on the board. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown. Max Robb, kind of a hybrid between a straight and an out route into the end zone. Hauls it in. Score now 13-0 in favor of Yankton. Extra point pending.
Yeah, this Yankton team right now is fired up. They, started sluggish in that first quarter and even part of the second quarter. Almost halfway through the second quarter before they were able to get their offense moving here. And, boy, they have just caught on fire since that big fourth down stop deep in their own territory.
Defense can feed offense and vice versa. Those big plays, they help on both sides of the ball. Trevor Paulson attempting the extra point. Leitner the snapper. Kampshoff the holder. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. 14-0 Yankton. Minute 54 to go here in the first half. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Bucks football on KYNT, KYN-TV.
At Avera, our orthopedic care and services are designed for every body and every age, which means Avera Sacred Heart Hospital in Yankton offers innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. So whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more by visiting the Avera Sacred Heart page on avera.org.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Rhonda Westland, who also brings relief with all your auto insurance needs.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. Mitchell does return. And a pretty decent return there for the Kernels. Get the ball on their own 28-yard line. Now, if you're Mitchell, you want to get any points on the board here before half. You're going to be kicking to Yankton to begin the second half. And Yankton has put themselves in a very positive position here. Up 14-0. Minute 49 to go here in quarter number 2. But Mitchell with the ball. Scholes, high snap. He loses control of it. It's Yankton ball. Yankton gets on top of it. And Yankton has a chance again to put more points on the board before half. Scholes took a high snap, Jacob. Lost a little bit of control of it. And Yankton, an excellent job of just jumping on top.
Boy, that's not what you want to see if you're Mitchell. You already gave up 2 scores here in the second quarter, and then you drop the snap, and it's a little wet out here. It's little sprinkles and kind of misty out, and I'm sure that ball is just starting to get a little wet, and just dropped the snap. Schultz did, and was able to. I'm not sure who picked that one up, but somebody for Yankton jumped on top of it, and they got a big opportunity now to go up by 3 scores.
And now Rugby Reichen. He takes the snap, looking to pass. No, he might keep it himself, and he's looking toward the end zone. No, tucks it. He's out to the. He's under pressure. He's trying to get into positive territory. He does. He scrambles for a few yards. He's lemonade out of lemons there. He changed his mind about 5 times, Jacob, what he was going to do. Seeing if a receiver would get open, he bought himself enough time, but eventually just had to scramble for a few yards.
Well, and that's a great play by Reichen. We've seen him make some plays this year where he tries to force a little too much, maybe throws an interception or something like that, but did a nice job of just taking what the defense was giving him and got 5 yards.
And Reichen again looking toward the end zone to Cameron Zarbach, and it is knocked incomplete within the 5-yard line. Good defense there for Bryce Palmer, the 5'9" junior, broke it up. Excellent defense. Some hand fighting. Minute 27 to go in the first half. Yankton has the ball. It is 3rd and 5 for the Bucks. The ball on the 20-yard line. And now Reichen rolls out to the right, pass into Cody Oswald, and he hauls it in! That's going to be a Yankton Bucks touchdown! He did reach across the pylon. Oswald does it again. You can put 6 up on the board. That's a Yankton Bucks touchdown. 20-yard touchdown reception. And Yankton now leads 20-0. Extra point pending. And Yankton has done exactly what we said they were trying to do, Jacob. They're going to blow this first half wide open.
Boy, this team has just caught fire here the second half of this second quarter, and they have put 3 touchdowns up in a matter of about 5 minutes or so. And this has just been incredible the way this game has turned around.
And the snap and the hold and the kick are all good. 21-0 Yankton with the lead. Minute 17 to go in the first half. Back in a minute. This is Yankton Bucks football. KYNT, KYNTV.
For over 40 years, we'd like to take out of your game. Who are you going to call? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for over 37 years. Whether your game is sports-related, household chores, exercising, or just day-to-day activity, your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. Who are you going to call? First Chiropractic Centers in Yankton, Scotland, Bloomfield, Partington, Wagner, and Tyndall. First Chiropractic Center, whole health with hands-on healing.
Vision Care Associates provides excellent diagnostic care. Using the most advanced technology in the industry, the doctors offer their patients the highest standard of care, allowing them to diagnose and manage many eye diseases. Choose Dr. Anderson, Dr. Fieser, and Dr. Slowey for expert personalized eye care. You'll be glad you did. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
All right, the return for Mitchell is stopped abruptly at the 18-yard line. That is where Mitchell will set up offensive shop. Again, just trying to get on the board before half. And the score really doesn't show, Jacob. Mitchell actually has been moving the ball quite well for themselves. Obviously, a fumble loss doesn't help you. But it's just really more on Yankton. Like you said, just catching fire. It's not really on Mitchell as much. And Scholes the snap. Pass toward the middle, and it bounces off the turf. Incomplete. Good defense from Mac Reichen.
Schultz's pass intended for Larson is incomplete.
So bring up 2nd and 10 for the Kernels. Minute 6 to go here in the first half.
And, you know, Bryce, I went back and looked at the stats here quickly, and Yankton scored that first touchdown with 5:21 to go here in the second quarter. So about in the last 4 minutes, Yankton has scored 3 touchdowns. They, like we talked about, they've caught fire.
And now scrambling out to the outside for Mitchell is Lucas Bennett.
Lucas Bennett on the carry.
5'8" junior.
Made by number 43, Samuel Kamshoff.
And it's a small gain, if anything. We're going to say no gain. And Yankton will take a timeout. And why not, Jacob? They could get on the board again if they can get a stop, the way that they're moving the ball. Timeout's brought to you by Gavin Zimmerman, Private Financial. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. Bryce Ladwick alongside Jacob Wirtz. And Jacob, I'll say, Yankton has really caught fire, as you've said a couple times. And Scholes is brought down by Yankton after the snap right at the line of scrimmage. That will bring up 4th down. And another timeout will be Stewart on the tackle. And Yankton takes another timeout to stop the clock. They want to get the ball, and they want to put more points on the board, and why not?
Well, absolutely. They're going to get the ball with pretty good field position here, and then who knows what Oswald can do on a punt return. He's already shown tonight he can make big plays that way. And this Yankton team, like we said, they have really caught fire here in this second quarter. And, they're playing more aggressively. They're winning the line of scrimmage now. And right now, if you're Mitchell, you just want to get to halftime. You started the game well, and, boy, things have just kind of fallen apart for them. But, boy, Yankton has really come on here in about the last 5 minutes of this first half. And things have really changed, and it really changed. We'll talk about this more at halftime, but it really changed on that 4th down. Mitchell was deep in Yankton territory. They had all the momentum, and Yankton stopped them inside their own 20. And then they were able to turn that around and score pretty quickly on a nice long drive and put the first score of the game on the board, and ever since then it's been all Yankton.
All right, it'll be Mitchell punting to Cody Oswald, and he broke that very long 46-yard punt return to set up their second-to-last score. And right now he will return it in Mitchell territory. He cuts to the middle of the field, now out to the outside on the far side. He's to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. He has room on the outside. He's to the 10. Can he get to the pylon? He does! You could put 6 on the board. Cody Oswald with a punt return touchdown. And Yankton is on fire. However, flag out on the field. And you can't believe it, Jacob.
Boy, it looked clean, but I didn't even see the flag come out. There's one laying at about the 38-yard line of Mitchell, right towards the Yankton sideline. My goodness.
See what the call is here, but 98% sure it's going to be a holding call on Yankton.
Oh, man, and that was such a good return, too, right down the far sideline from us, and what a return there. And the Yankton bench now cheering. It must be on Mitchell.
During the play, personal foul, face mask on the kicking team.
There you go. It does count. Yankton with a punt return touchdown from Cody Oswald. And Jacob, what does it tell you that his 46-yard punt return is the second best return of the day for him? That's a heck of a game.
Exactly. That's pretty good. You have a 46 and a 47-yard punt return, and the 47-yarder results in that touchdown. And my goodness, what a last 5 minutes of this first half for Yankton.
First quarter defensive struggle, and now Yankton's offense just absolutely on fire. As Trevor Paulson just about hits the scoreboard with the extra point. It is 28-0. Yankton on top of Mitchell here with 37 seconds left in the first half. And we'll be back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera, specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athletes back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. Yankton leading 28-0 at the half. And Trevor Larson boots it toward Mitchell. And that will be a touchback. And Mitchell has 37 seconds, Jacob, to get something going offensively to get some points on the board here during their homecoming.
And we'll see what they can do. They've got 2 timeouts, or if they're just going to be content to take this into the half, down 4 scores. Yeah, if you're Mitchell, you got to just be wondering what just happened, as they just
Cody
they
Oswald
were in this game.
What happened.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And the rest of Yankton's offense. There's been a lot of great plays, but those punt returns really have done something else. And handoff to Grosdier, and he just bowls over some Yankton Bucks all the way past to the Mitchell 35-yard line.
Jaden Leitner, gain of 15.
So gain of 15 on the play for Mitchell. And what we feared, Jacob, has come true. There is a little bit of rain here. And Scholes has to scramble out of the pocket, and ball intercepted by Cody Oswald. Cody Oswald, have yourself a night.
Schultz's pass is intercepted by number 3, Cody Oswald.
Ball on the Mitchell 45-yard line, 9 seconds on the clock. And Jacob, at this point, you really do just want to just hurl it toward the end zone, right? I mean, why not?
Why not? You got, you probably could get 2 plays out of this with 9 seconds left if you have the time.
Yeah, if you get out of bounds.
Well, the ball was in the air. Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. Number 61. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
So, never mind. No interception for Cody Oswald as we have personal foul face mask going on Yankton. So that will move Mitchell ahead. But the way Yankton's playing right now, Jacob, really no harm, no foul.
Now it looks like Mitchell might have a chance at 2 plays instead of Yankton.
And Scholes, handoff to Grosdier, and he is to the Yankton 45-yard line. That is where forward progress is stopped.
Grosdier on the carry. Tackle made by Max Robb.
And that will do it for the first half. We have the Avera halftime show around the corner. It is Yankton 28, Mitchell nothing here at Joe Quintal Field. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options for anything else that's on your list? Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. Convenient aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee deals with coupons and sales to make your shopping budget go further.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
There's been a lot of great plays,
You
but
received a call or text message indicating there's a problem with your cell phone, your taxes, your Medicare benefits, or your utilities. And the only way to get it cleared up is to either put funds on a gift card or send cash. All of these are scams designed to obtain your hard-earned funds. Contact the Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 1-800-300-1986. Another red flag is the call or text comes in after work hours or on the weekend. Don't become a victim. Let Consumer Protection do some checking for you before you send any funds.
When you're ready to root on the home team, make sure the celebration includes 1919 root beer. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. In addition, 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no corn syrup, gluten, or caffeine and should be served cold or over ice cream. Available in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery convenience stores and restaurants. Try it today.
Locally owned businesses help build strong communities, and that's true with Triple Time Rudy's. You get a locally owned business that offers fuel discounts for Yankton's largest employers, supports local schools and events, and carries quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and Kaler Locker meat that customers love. Triple Time Rudy's is conveniently located at 17th and Broadway for your daily fill-up and convenience needs. So pull in to Triple Time Rudy's today.
At Culver's, we cook our butter burgers pretty much the same as you would at home. Only our 3-cut blend of fresh beef will do. Then you'll need to master our signature press and sear technique. You may want to practice a few thousand times. Add real Wisconsin cheese, top with a lightly buttered toasted bun, and serve yourself with a big warm smile.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole cook-to-order butter burger thing to us. Welcome to Delicious. Culver's in Yankton, located at 3208 Broadway Avenue.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
A quick family meal doesn't always mean a stop at the drive-thru window. After a busy day of running, just light up the grill and put on some Sheboygan. Sheboygan brats, natural casing wieners, or all-beef stadium or quarterback hot dogs make a quick, easy, and delicious meal.
The way you taste is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
What does your phone and an auto show have in common? When you go to BillionAuto.com, everything. Start searching over 7,000 vehicles instantly. Chevys, Kias, GMCs, Toyotas, Fords, Hondas, Rams, and much more. Plus, negotiate your best deal on all pre-owned vehicles and apply for credit pre-approval, all within a matter of minutes. 17 new car brands and thousands of used cars, all in the palm of your hand. It's like an auto show every day at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted. Not all will be approved.
This fall, sip on a warm, soothing apple cider and bathe in the radiance of the changing colors before you smash that hot mug on the driveway and join First Dakota to bank some noise for fall sports. Stop for goal line stands, holler for a game-winning ace, and go berserk for a chip-in from the rock. Let's give the home team all we've got. Bank some noise with us at First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakota.com. Member FDIC.
Field here in Mitchell, South Dakota. Yankton, the Bucks leading 28-0 at halftime, and we're scrambling, Bryce. We're trying to get stuff covered here as it's raining a little bit, and just more of a mist than anything, but still it's coming down pretty hard.
But do you know what doesn't like mist? Electronic equipment.
Yeah, we don't need any shock or anything like that, do we?
Yeah, I'm just trying to scramble to get stuff covered here, but no, yeah, it is. What a first half for Yankton, and we'll get into the stats in a little bit here, but we do want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And yes, a few of our sportscaster partners will start with Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And Aztec. Kohlberg Pioneer has changed names to Aztec, and change can be a good thing. Aztec is offering a healthy sign-on bonus, wage and benefits, plus walk-in interviews. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Midwest Insurance Agency, a local independent insurance agency offering insurance from a local South Dakota company, the Smith Farm Mutual. Midwest Insurance Agency is located just east of the Yankton Bowl. One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway, Yankton. And Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire. They'll get you in quickly, diagnose your problem, and get you repaired and back on the road. Because they do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door.
All right, thank you, Jacob. And overall, 28-0, Yankton on top of the Mitchell Kernels. It is homecoming here in Mitchell, just a reminder to some people. And you already thanked our sportscaster partners. We're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll have our top performer of the first half for both teams, and we'll check on the out-of-town scoreboard. This is Yankton Bucks football and the Avera halftime show here on KYNT and KYNTV.
Checkers Sports
Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat and catch the game. Whether it's dine-in or carry-out, Checkers menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and, of course, wings. With 17 specialty wing flavors, there's a sauce for everyone, like buffalo, spicy garlic, and honey chipotle. And don't forget to try their sauce of the month. You can get all these hot and ready to eat daily from 11 to 11. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill, 689-2244.
Looking for a new look for your business?
JJ Benji's is a great source for new company clothing for you and your employees.
Now, if you don't know what to get or what's new, JJ Benji's can help.
JJ Benji's has lots of ideas on what the hottest apparel items are, the most popular styles or material. There's always something new to get, and JJ Benji's is on top of it.
For screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products for your business, JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, downtown Yankton.
Look up. See that steeple on the hill? That's Mount Marty University, the region's premier Catholic university focused on academic excellence and student success. While you're exploring Yankton, stop by our campus, take a tour, meet our faculty, experience all of our changes and growth, and start imagining yourself as a Lancer. Now is the time to begin exploring your next big move. Visit mountmarty.edu to see yourself. Here.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Fall sports are in full swing. Unfortunately, with them may come injury. The Yankton Medical Clinic provides patients with the latest technologies and procedures in orthopedic care. Orthopedic surgeons, Dr. Brent Adams and Dr. Jeremy Kudera, specialize in athletic injuries, including fractures and sprains, shoulder, ankle, and knee injuries, and more. They'll have your favorite athlete back in the game in no time, offering the highest level of care right here at home. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic today. So much care, so close to home.
Olsen Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests. Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olsen Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olsen Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
A physical therapy plan of care is completely individualized to you, the patient. I'm Dave Holland, physical therapist at Overland Rehab. If you have had a shoulder injury or surgery and have been prescribed physical therapy, we'll address your unique goals in recovery with a plan designed just for you. Contact Overland Rehab for convenient appointments in 8 locations in northeast Nebraska and right here in Yankton, located on West 8th Street, otherwise known as the Lake Road.
When it's time for school, it's time to stop at Cenex. You can fill up your car with high-quality gas and fill up your stomach with a quick breakfast.
But,
and most important of all, you can fill up your mug with hot coffee. So all you students and teachers, skip the snooze button and head into Cenex on your way to school. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience and wishes all area students and faculty a thriving, successful school year.
All right, here we go. We're in the Avera halftime show, and unfortunately, because of Mother Nature right now and us trying to protect our equipment, we can't get to the first half stats. But what we do know, Jacob, is Cody Oswald has scored. And why don't you just go ahead and go through the scoring plays, and the first half stats are brought to you by our sponsors here. And you'll be able to pull up those stats, Jacob?
No, I'm still working on that at the time.
Scoring plays?
Oh, scoring plays, yes.
Yep, and they are brought to you by Top Notch Window Cleaning. And Top Notch Window Cleaning receive great service for cleaning your home or commercial windows with Top Notch Window Cleaning. Contact them at yanktonwindowcleaning.com.
All right, our first half scoring stats. And before we do that, Bryce, I want to start off by saying the big play that started this whole thing was the 4th down stop, 7:07 to go. It was Josh Grosdidier getting tackled for no gain. Jaden Leitner with the big play. That's what kind of swung the momentum in this first half, Bryce. And from there on, it was all Yankton. And it was, again, 7:07 in the second quarter when that 4th down stop happened for Yankton inside their own 20. And then after that, it was Yankton going right down the field, and with 5:21 to go in the first half, it was Rugby Riken hitting Cameron Zarbach for a 5-yard touchdown, making it 7-0 after the extra point. And from there, that sparked this Yankton football team, and they were able to continue on from there. And of course, you had the big punt return by Cody Oswald to set up the second score of the first half, and then that second score happened with 1:54 to go in the second quarter. Rugby Riken with a 19-yard touchdown pass to Max Robb. Extra point made it 14-0. And then it was on the very next possession. Mitchell fumbles the football. Yankton recovers. And it was just a few plays later then on a 3rd and 5 with 1:17 to go in the second quarter. Rugby Riken with a 20-yard touchdown pass to Cody Oswald made the score 21-0, but that wasn't all. It was shortly after that then that Yankton got the ball back after forcing Mitchell to punt, and a big return by Cody Oswald. 47-yard punt return for a touchdown by Oswald. There was a face mask on the play. It was on Mitchell, and Yankton declined it, and that made the score 28-0 after that Oswald punt return. And that was with 37 seconds to go in the second quarter. And that makes your score 28-0 Yankton at halftime. Just a scoring barrage, if you will, by Yankton in the last 5 minutes of the second quarter, of the first half.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we will have our out-of-town scoreboard. Check out some other AA scores, at least, here during the Avera halftime show. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT and KYN-TV.
With green cards better every year, don't you think it's time to outfit them accordingly? Sherco's 4500 series HD electric tarp works seamlessly with existing Sherlock tarps. The heavy-duty extruded arms are the strongest on the market and come with a lifetime warranty. Operating is easy and convenient with one of our smart remote options that let you open and close your tarp with the push of a button. Call to order yours today at 1-800-474-8756. Make it Sherco.
What do you want to do when you retire? Whatever your dreams, you have the power to help make them a reality. Meet with a thriving financial professional and explore options that can help you prepare for retirement. Options you may not even be aware of. For more than 100 years, Thrivent Financial has been helping Christians be wise with money. Contact me, Gavin Zimmerman, at 605-260-4964, and I can help you retire with confidence.
At Avera, our orthopedic care and services are designed for every body and every age, which means Avera Sacred Heart Hospital in Yankton offers innovative treatment options customized to your bone, muscle, and joint needs. So whether you suffer from aches, breaks, tears, or dislocations, turn to the orthopedic team experienced in treating every body. Learn more by visiting the Avera Sacred Heart page on avera.org.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, Rhonda Westland, who also brings relief with all your home and auto insurance needs.
Do you whistle while you work?
You will at Truxedo.
Truxedo is currently looking for team members, full-time and part-time.
I love Tuxedo. I really enjoy the people. I like all of my coworkers. I always end up laughing. I've never gone home upset.
Paid job training and excellent benefits within 30 days of start.
If you're looking for a job that challenges you and a great starting wage, then join the Truxedo team.
Apply online now at truxedo.com/careers.
Handoff goes Lawrence. Speed first straight ahead. He's
through there.
25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, South Dakota.
Reunite with Coyote Nation for Dakota Days, the biggest celebration of the year. Brought to you by Core Trust Bank and the South Dakota Beef Industry Council. The Coyotes host Indiana State Saturday, October 2nd in the newly renovated Dakota Dome. Dakota Days tickets are available now. Visit goyotes.com/tickets for more information. We are South Dakota.
Well, throw that in the trash.
What happened?
I was watching the game on KYN TV, and the TV went out.
Don't trash it. Recycle it at Recycle IT.
What's that?
The electronics recycling company here in Yankton. They're open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 9 to 6.
Not in a landfill and not in a ditch. 605-653-9913.
Recycle at Yankton.com.
With aches and pains taking you out of your game, who are you going to call? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for over 37 years. Whether your game is sports-related, household chores, exercising, or just day-to-day activities, your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. Who are you going to call? First Chiropractic Centers in Yankton, Scotland, Bloomfield, Partington, Wagner, and Tyndall. First Chiropractic Center, whole health with hands-on healing.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quinto Field. Jacob, do you have some out-of-town scores for us?
All right, in Class 11 AA, there was a game last night, actually. It was Brookings taking on Sioux Falls, Washington. Washington got that win over Brookings, 35-14. Sturgis Brown, they are trailing Belle-Fourche. Belle-Fourche, an 11A opponent, 11-10 at halftime. Belle-Fourche leading there. T-area, they are defeating Douglas right now, 49-0 at halftime. Spearfish taking on St. Thomas More. St. Thomas More, an 11B school. Spearfish and St. Thomas More tied at 0 at halftime. Yankton, of course, up 28-0 here on Mitchell at halftime here in Mitchell. How about Watertown? They're up on Aberdeen Central right now in the second quarter, 17-0. And Pierre up on Huron right now, 54-7. That game in the second quarter. In Class 11 AAA, it is Harrisburg leading Rapid City Stevens right now, 42-17 in the fourth. Sioux Falls Roosevelt, they get a big win over Sioux Falls Jefferson, 49-21. It's Sioux Falls Lincoln right now leading Brandon Valley, 14-12 in the second quarter. And O'Gorman and Rapid City Central, they have yet to kick off, or they probably have kicked off already. We have no score on that, but that game out in Rapid City right now. In Class 11A, it's Hot Springs over Custer right now, 13-0. Lennox over Sioux Falls Christian right now, 14-0. Madison beating Tri-Valley 28-0. Canton in a dogfight against West Central, they're up 6-0. Vermilion, they're up 26-14 on Del Rapids in the third quarter. Millbank up 29-13 on Dakota Valley. Moving to 11B, it's Beersford beating Bridgewater Emery Ethan 20-7 at the start of the third quarter. Mobridge Pollock and Redfield tied at 8. Sioux Valley up on Elk Point Jefferson 20-14. Highmore Herald and Trip Delmont Armor and East Central Dakota Christian, they're tied at 12 at half. Mount Vernon Plankinton up on Jim River 20-12 at half. Flanger over Parker right now at halftime 14-6. Winner over Woonsocket Western Springs Sanborn Central right now in the third quarter. That game winner up 24-0. McCook Central Montrose 44-0. They lead Baltic. Aberdeen Roncalli and Dual tied Groton area leading Dakota Hills 28-0. Victory 6-8. Timberlake over Hardin. Chester area up 7-6 at the start of the fourth quarter there. Ipswich up 12-0 on Falkton area in the third quarter. Castlewood up 14-0 on Arlington Lake Preston at halftime. Leola Frederick area up on North Central 14-0 in the third. Parkston up 21-7 on Kimball White Lake in the third. Warner up on Florence Henry. Florence Henry ranked number 2 right now in Class 9 AA. Warner, though, up 25-7 at halftime. Wall up 14-0 on White River. In Class 9A, New Underwood up 10-0 on Phillip. Hitchcock Tulare 30-12. They are defeating Britton Hecklick, in the second quarter gave Vilhauer, and they defeat Centerville 57-22. Eighth up on top of Newell right now in the second quarter, 12-6. They are leading Burke right now, 22-15 in the third. Selby area 40-6 over Sully Buttes right now in the second. Old Hammer Lona Rutland, they are leading for Coleman Egan right now at halftime. And they are leading Gregory right now, 14-3 in the second quarter. Great with Western 8-6 at halftime. And finally, Class 9B, it is Jones County. They defeated Sunshine Bible Academy 45-22 in an afternoon game. Another afternoon game, Potter County defeated Langford area 50-12. And one last game for halftime scores here. Avon leading Colombe at halftime 38-0.
All right, thank you, Jacob. And we'll be, actually, we're just going to keep it right here. I just looked at the clock, 15 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and keep it right here.
Here are tonight's Trail King halftime stats. First downs for Mitchell, 12. 10 for Yankton.
And try to fix this score clock here. Again, Mother Nature, not a fan of me right now.
Mitchell 3, Yankton 88. Total yards, Mitchell 163, Yankton 180. Leading rusher for Mitchell is Groston here, 14 carries for 84 yards. For Yankton, Swanson, 10 carries for 50 yards.
So it'll be Mitchell kicking off to Yankton. And remember, Yankton scored right before the half with 37 seconds to go to push their lead to 28-0, and yet here we are, Mitchell kicking off to Yankton to start this second half. And it's going to be Joe Hayden kicking this one off, and it's going to be received at about the 14-yard line, and that is going to be, I'll get that number for you on the return there, but it was returned up to the 36-yard line of Yankton. That looked like it was Jaden Super Gessie returning that one. And so that's where Yankton will set up shop.
First down, Yankton.
Yankton starting with good field position. Let's see if they can continue on with that first half momentum that they had.
And now Tyler Solar in motion. Thank you, Jacob. And Gavin Swanson gets the carry right up the middle and gain about a yard. And you were mentioning, Jacob, just the, you score so many points in the second quarter. Come out in the second half. Let's see what team comes out. And now Riken again sends Tyler Solar in motion now into the slot. He takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He rolls out to his right now to Tyler Solar, wide open at the 45. And tries to cut upfield, but steps out of bounds right at the Yankton 48-yard line. It's enough for a Yankton Bucks first down.
Tyler Solar, gain of 12 yards. Ball is at the 48-yard line. First down, Yankton.
And yes, I realize I need to get rid of the graphic. This is just, I don't like the weather, Jacob.
It's not been too kind to the equipment this evening, but as Gavin Swanson gets the carry there, he's going to get across the 50-yard line down to the 47 of Mitchell.
And the snap, and Gavin Swanson gets it at the about 45, now all the way to the 40. That will be enough for a Yankton Bucks first down. Move the chains. 10:57 to go here in the third quarter. 28-0 for Yankton, and Yankton with the ball now in Mitchell territory.
And if you're Yankton right now, you just want to run some clock. You're up by 4 scores. Try to just maybe shorten this game up so you can get out of here the way the weather is.
And now Cody Oswald in motion. Riken looking to pass. He's under some pressure. Goes out. He might just have to throw it away. He did try to complete it to Jaden Crawl. He tried to toe the line and fall out with a completion, but goes out of bounds, incomplete, and brings up 2nd and 10.
Yankton coming out right now, and early on here they've been running the football. They tried play action there. And we'll see if they continue on the ground here on this second down play.
And now Reichen takes a snap and toss to Jaden Kroll. Goes toward the right hash marks. Started from the outside, worked his way in for a gain of about 9 yards.
Jaden Kroll. Tackle made by Tyler.
So 3rd and 1 for the Bucks. Reichen the snap, handoff to Swanson. Swanson on the right hash marks and bulldozes forward.
Swanson on the carry. Gain of 4.
And that is a gain of 4 and enough for a Yankton, a Bucks first down. Yankton moving the chains again here beginning the second half. And now Ethan Bradwich with the carry. Goes toward the left.
Ethan Bradwich.
Loss of a yard on the play for Yankton.
Adam Fahey on the tackle.
And now Bradwich moves forward, and we have flags coming in. You think it's a face mask, Jacob?
Certainly looked like somebody grazed his face mask because he was running through the line there.
Bradwich on the carry. Palmer on the tackle. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
So face mask going on Mitchell. Will move Yankton forward. They are now in the Mitchell red zone. And Reichen from the shotgun. Rolls out to the left. Under some pressure. Finds Jaden Kroll at the 20. Tries to juke his way to the 15. And he is stopped pretty much right at the 15.
Loss of 5 on the play.
So loss of 5 on the play. Ball was completed behind the line of scrimmage. 9:09 to go here in the third quarter. Yankton with a 28-0 lead and the ball on Mitchell's 16-yard line. Reichen rolls out to the left, and now he has to hurry and scramble to the right. He's under pressure, cuts up to the middle of the field, and is brought down behind the line again. And Mitchell finally starting to get those linebackers and D-backs, Jacob, into the backfield.
Yeah, there's Mitchell starting to kind of get some pressure on Reichen there a little bit, and now he loses more yardage there on that play.
And now Reichen takes a snap and toss toward the corner to Cameron Zarbach. Tries to turn around and get it right at the pylon. And there will be pass interference on the play.
For number 81, Cameron Zarbach is incomplete. Flag on the play.
And I don't know how much of that was just really good acting on Zarbach's fault, but I do think, Jacob, that was pass interference.
Yeah, the defender did not look like he turned around to locate the football. And
that's Bryce Palmer, the 5'9" junior.
Goal. Replay 3rd down.
It's now the ball on the, which will officially place it here, on the 13-yard line, or ball on the 9 rather, excuse me. And it is 3rd down. Reichen now pass toward the corner to Cody Oswald, and he hauls it in the back of the end zone. Cody Oswald again puts 6 on the board. That is a Yankton Bucks touchdown. And, Jacob, I think we're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct coming out, judged on where this flag was thrown well after the whistle. I think Mitchell Kernel had some stuff to say probably. And let's wait for the call.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 44, defense. That penalty be enforced in the kickoff.
And that is Joseph Van Overshield, coach's son. That's Coach Kent Van Overshield for Mitchell. And now Yankton waiting for the extra point. is 34-0. Trying to make it 35. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick. 35-0. Yankton Bucks on top of the Mitchell Kernels. 8:16 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in a minute here. This is Yankton Bucks football.
For all the stats.
Families up, and it might be transferred. If you have a home that needs a little work, but you just don't have or fun to put in, we're looking for homes to purchase and take away your stress. Vision Real Estate will restore the property along with help from local contractors and put it back on the market for a new family. If you have a potential candidate, give us a call at 664-55.
For your complete personal and business computer solutions, rely on Yankton Computer and Network Services. We provide Yankton and the surrounding communities top-of-the-line computer equipment, repairs, and managed IT systems, along with whole home Wi-Fi, home security systems, and more. We stand behind our products and always strive to bring you the best in customer service. Give us a call today, 605-422-22, or stop by our office located at 1901 Broadway. From all of us at Yankton Computer and Network Services, best of luck to our Yankton Bucks and Gazelles this season.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. Yankton leads 35-0. 8:16 to go in the third quarter. And Trevor Paulson boots it, kind of a squib kick up the middle. It's off a Kernel, but eventually falling on it is a member of the Mitchell squad, and that is within the 20-yard line in Mitchell territory.
Paulson's kickoff is down by number 80, Tyson Sabers.
And so now Yankton's defense trying to get a quick turnaround again. And I believe it is a running clock, Jacob. And a quick handoff toward the right hash mark. And on the carry.
Roasted on the carry.
Roasted here.
Gain of a couple. On the bottom of the
gain of about 2, so it's now 2nd and 8 for the Kernels. Ball on their own 21-yard line.
Now at this point, you know, if you're Yankton, you can maybe start to bring a few new guys in and start to get them some minutes as well. And if you're Mitchell, you just kind of want to try to get a score on this possession.
And a reverse goes toward the left, but brought down just in front of the line of scrimmage is Lucas Bennett, the 5'8 junior for the Kernels.
Bennett on the carry. Tackle made by number 21, Braden Bose. Gain of a yard, third down.
You know, Yankton's defense, they've played really well all night. You know, they gave up some yards in that first quarter with, you know, Mitchell just being able to churn out the running game, but they've been able to step up since that fourth down stop.
And now handoff to Tucker Vilhauer out on the right-hand side, and Yankton brings him down behind the line. On the tackle, Jacob Larson.
Vilhauer on the carry.
Yankton Bucks senior.
Number 42, Jacob Larson.
And that will make it 4th and 5 for the Kernels.
A great job there by this Yankton defense. They, like I said before the play, they've just really stepped up and they've really made plays tonight and really have kept this Mitchell offense in check since about halfway through the second quarter. And we're seeing that continue now into the third quarter here, as now we're over halfway through the third quarter, and now Yankton has a chance to get the ball back and just start running clock and maybe start, like I said before, putting some other guys in there to get them some reps.
And now waiting on that snap. Waist high, almost blocked by Yankton. Cody Oswald back to return, but he will have to let it bounce. Goes out of bounds. And Yankton will take over offensively in their own territory, which you have to really emphasize that, Jacob. It's been the other way quite a few times already this game.
Yeah, it has, Bryce, and that's just one of those things where the defense has played well. They were able to get short fields, and then they were able to convert on that for scores.
I would like to thank all the weather Dopplers out there. No one's perfect, Jacob, but 20% chance of rain. Okay. Because right now, you and I are just going to be soaked by the end of this.
It's it's still kind of, it's misting.
It's
but
not even a hard rain, but it's a very solid.
Kind of a light rain, Yeah, this is.
It's like mist mode on a garden hose. That's what I feel like is happening.
Exactly, yeah. It's hazy out here when you look towards the lights. And timeout called here.
Good luck tonight.
Timeout. Take it on the field. Timeouts are brought to you by Gavin Zimmerman, Thrive Financial. Let Gavin help you determine and achieve your financial goals. We're just going to go ahead and keep it right here. I want to thank our sportscaster partners. And I want to thank the UPS store. They'll help you with everything ing. Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs. Even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. The UPS store of Yankton, across from Walmart. And Yankton Thrive. It's a new approach to the thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Yankton Thrive is the one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing in our area. Yankton with the ball. Handoff to Gavin Swanson. Finds some room. Cuts out to the middle of the field. And is brought down on the 38-yard line.
Swanson on the carry. Gain of 5. McNeely on the tackle.
And another snap, another handoff to Swanson. Swanson, you can tell the field is starting to get a little slippery, Jacob, with those cleats. Players are starting to slip just a little bit.
Swanson for a gain of 2. Tackle made by number 50, Caden Hart. 3rd down and 3.
So 3rd and 3 now for the Bucks. Ball on their own 40. And handoff to Gavin Swanson. Swanson lowers the shoulder pads and gets a Yankton a Bucks first down.
On the carry.
Ball on the 46-yard line. And that was a gain of 6 yards for Swanson. And we have a Yankton a Buck down on the field. And can you see who it is, Jacob?
Can't tell who it is, but, with the field being as wet as it is, like you were just talking about earlier, just moments ago, players are going to start to slip. And anytime you get slipping on a field, you get guys that collide into each other, not in a typical way during a football game. Guys slip and stumble into each other, hit each other awkwardly. And, I'm not exactly sure if that was the case here because I don't know who's down, but you can get that in situations like this where we have rain, and it can make it tough because you try to step into the ground to make a cut or something, and you slip, and you're trying to regain your balance. You got guys colliding into each other on every play, and just makes it difficult at times. And sometimes guys just get hit awkwardly. And like I said, I'm not sure if that was the case here, but it doesn't surprise me if that starts happening.
Well, it is Zach McKee down on the field for Yankton. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a 1-minute comeback, and hopefully he is attended to and can get him onto at least the sideline. So you never like to see any player go down, but we'll be back in a minute here on KYNT.
Kids seem to always be misplacing things. Socks, shoes, backpack, books, you name it. And when it comes to important things like EpiPens for serious allergies or inhalers for breathing problems, make sure there's always some on hand when those items go missing or run out. Hi, this is Michael from Yankton Rexall. We pride ourselves on providing accurate prescriptions and appropriate medical information for your child's health. Good health attributes to good students. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
By most advanced technology in the doctors offer their patients the highest standard of care, allowing them to diagnose and manage many eye diseases. Doctors always protect personalized eye at your fit. Where the health of your eyes comes first.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. On the carry is Ethan Bradwich into Mitchell territory.
Ethan Bradwich on the carry. Tackle made by number 33, Drake Yerke. Gain of 17 yards. First down Yankton at the Mitchell 34.
And now in Mitchell territory.
A couple of nice runs there by Bradwich. He had a 5-yard carry, and then he runs for 15 yards on that last play.
Gavin Swanson takes the carry and is brought down at about the 35 or knocked out of bounds.
Man over shield on the tackle. Second down and 11. Get those 50-50 tickets out for $227.
No, it's not even funny anymore, Jacob. It's like just pouring rain. This is awesome. 20% chance tonight, guys. 20%. And Rugby Riken throws, and the ball is so wet that it is incomplete. Intended for Cody Oswald.
Riken's pass intended for Oswald is incomplete.
Yeah, that play there, Riken, you could just tell the ball's wet, and it just slipped out of his hand as he was throwing it, and he underthrew the receiver Zarbach by about 5 yards or close to it. Maybe not quite, but you can tell this ball is really wet now as the rain starts to come down hard.
And up to Swanson. Swanson gets to the 30 and rolls forward to the 27-yard line.
Gain of 8. Tackle made by Carson Fahey. Brings up a 4th down and 3.
And now 1 minute to go here in the third. And Gavin Swanson gets the carry, goes to the outside, is brought down behind the line there on 4th down. There's a turnover on downs, and now Mitchell will come out on offense.
If you want to win $227, come to the ticket.
A great tackle there by the defensive player for Mitchell. I believe that was Bo Foot on the tackle, and great job getting into the backfield there by the Mitchell Colonel to make this a turnover on downs.
8-3.
And again, it is pouring rain now here at Joe Quintal Field. But us and our electrical equipment will be up here, Jacob. And Scholes is taken down right at the line of scrimmage on a quarterback keeper. And that will effectively end the third quarter. Fourth quarter around the bend here in Mitchell. This is Yankton Bucks football on KYNT and KYNTV. Back in a minute.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options, or the best options, anything else that's on your list, Hy-Vee has the products you're looking for. In aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee still coupons sales to make your shop go further.
For that hot mug. Boy, Dakota up. Stopper goal line stay. Holler for a game-winning ace and go berserk for a Dakota National Bank. Open account online today at dakota.com. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. And the first play of the game from Yankton.
Gain of 2.
For Mitchell, gain of 2 on the play. Well, Jacob, if this equipment ends up getting ruined, this is going to be the greatest, worst Bucks victory ever.
Yeah, it is wet out here. It was raining pretty hard. Now it actually looked like it kind of let up a little bit, a little misty yet, but it did let up.
But the wind has picked up. And a carry for Mitchell, falls forward, still short of the first. Trying to get the player on that.
That was Tucker Vilhauer on the carry there.
And just so our listeners/viewers know, we are going to have an immediate post-game show, and it's going to be one segment and very fast because we need to get down into shelter, Jacob.
Shelter, warmth, yeah. Out of the rain.
And the snap, and taking it is Scholes himself.
Schultz on the carry. James Stewart.
Stewart on the tackle for Yankton. That brings up fourth down, and the punt squad will come out.
Ball is turned over on down. It's first down Yankton.
We do have a running clock, though, Jacob. Or it wasn't punt squad, rather. Sorry, it was turnover on down, so Yankton out offensively. And now Rugby Riken. Handoff to Bradwich. Bradwich gets to the outside. He cuts upfield. And nice juke move. He gets to the 30 and is spun to the ground. And we have a personal foul going against Mitchell. Late hit or a late contact, pretty much out of bounds.
Caden Harden on the tackle.
That will go against Mitchell.
After the play, personal foul, defense number 44, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And the stands have pretty much cleared here at Joe Quintal Field, Jacob.
Yeah, lots of people leaving now. Few people here yet, but it's clearing out right now, at least on the Mitchell side anyway. And you know, with it being wet and everything, and Yankton with the few fans they brought, they look like they're still going to hang around. But
and now Bradwich with another carry and gets a couple of yards. Be first and
Overshield in on the tackle. Second down.
now it's second and 9 for the Bucks. Rugby Riken, the snap, the hand up to Bradwich, gets to the outside, gets to the 10, inside the 10, and brought down about the 8-yard line for Yankton in Mitchell territory. Again, the score 35-0 in favor of Yankton, 8:12 on the clock.
Gain of a couple brings up third down and 3.
And a low snap, and Riken able to recover. He has to roll out to the right. He just has to get rid of this ball, and eventually he does. And that was a good play by Riken there, Jacob, just to get rid of the ball. Low snap, and the ball is wet, so it's hard to control. And brings up 4th and 4 for Yankton. Trevor Paulson out here to kick have a field goal attempt. And if he makes it, Core Trust Bank will donate $33 to the Yankton Adult Booster Club. That's Core Trust Bank. Every field goal make this season, donating $33 to the Yankton Booster Club. And this will be a 25-yard attempt. Nice snap, nice hold, nice kick through the uprights. It is 38-0. Yankton on top.
5-yard field goal is good. Thank you, First Dakota National Bank.
Well, great drive. Turnover on down, or excuse me, that'll be Mitchell getting the ball now.
Yeah, exactly, Bryce, and great drive there by Yankton to put some points on the board, and kind of stalled out a little bit there, but just that third down play, Riken, like you said, just lost the handle on the snap, and with it being wet and everything, and tried to do what he could, but he had about 2 or 3 Mitchell Kernels chasing after him, and he just had to dump that one into the ground. And they'll take the 3 points regardless, and they'll try to they'll take the 3 points, and they'll kick the ball back to Mitchell, like you said. And just a really nice drive there by Yankton to put points on the board, despite the weather and everything. So great finish on that drive.
All right, and now Yankton about to kick off. .650 on the clock here in the fourth. And the ball inside the 5, and it goes for a touchback.
We'll see if we can get some new players in here tonight for Yankton, and maybe Mitchell will as well. Looks like most of Mitchell's starters back out there. And it looks like for Yankton, the same thing, but it's been kind of a interesting game with the weather and everything, and just able to.
And Tucker Vilhauer has it. He'll keep it himself after the snap. Turns upfield. Will gain a gain of about 3 or maybe 4 yards.
Vilhauer on the carry. Gain of 3. Tackle made by
And
AC Marks.
like what I was going to say, Bryce, there was Yankton just able to establish the line of scrimmage tonight in this game and be able to being able to win up front. They were able to then make the plays they needed to get out and take the lead here in the second quarter and kind of be able to finish it off here in this second half. And now just trying to finish up the game here with 6 minutes left.
And high snap goes over Vilhauer's head, and there's a chase after it, and Yankton has the ball. And it's a touchdown for Yankton as it rolls into the Mitchell end zone, but there is a flag out on the field.
Fumble on the play, recovered in the end zone by number 24, Gavin Hazelhurst. Flag on the play.
Holding. Offense, number 64. That penalty's declined.
So that is a Yankton Bucks touchdown. Put 6 up on the board. Makes the score 44-0 for Yankton. Extra point pending. About to be 45.
Great job there. I believe that was Gavin Hazelhurst on the fumble recovery into the end zone.
Yeah, our sheets are wet now. Gavin Hazelhurst. Extra point is good. 45-0 for the Yankton Bucks. 5:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. And now, Jacob, as you said, it's still a mist, but now it's basically stopped after it has drowned everyone.
Yeah, we got pretty wet here for a while, and it's still a little hazy out, but not much is coming down at this point. But a great job there by Hazelhurst, just getting on that football in the end zone, and wonderful job there. Put more points on the board. You always like to see that from some of the backups, getting in there, making plays like that. And for Mitchell, just a bad snap, went over the head of the quarterback, and that ball rolled, and Hazelhurst was able to beat everybody out to get to it and roll on it right at the goal line. So a big play there by the young man. The 6'3", 185-pound senior linebacker. Great job there for the senior, getting that touchdown to make it 45-0.
And Trevor Paulson to kick off for Yankton. Gets the boot, and that will be it. They might return it. Nope, touchback. And Mitchell will take over on their own 20-yard line.
Both teams, you know, you kind of get the sense, Bryce, both teams are kind of ready to be done. It just looks like
I am.
Both teams are ready to just kind of let this last 6 minutes wind off. 5:55 actually to go, and both teams are kind of just ready to get out of the cold and the wind and the rain. And
again, I am. I'm not even hiding it, Jacob. I am mad.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You can tell. Just let everyone that can't see
You've been furious the last several minutes here, but hey, that's all right. We'll enjoy it, won't we, Bryce?
Oh, yeah. So
Josh Bolter, our camera guy, he's enjoying it. You know, he's been running around putting bags over our equipment and everything, and he does a spectacular job, doesn't he, Bryce?
Josh owns all the equipment, so
well,
there you
go.
Oh, God. All right, and the handoff for Mitchell going up the middle, trying to bounce out to the left hash marks, and is brought down after a gain of a few.
Ball is carried by Daly. Gain of a yard.
Again, we are going to have a hyper-fast post-game show, so I might as well tell you that is brought to you by Hy-Vee. There's a helpful smile in every aisle. We will wave off a post-game coach interview. Make sure you listen tomorrow morning for the KYT Coaches Show. I'll sit down with Yankton Bucks coaches and talk to them about this big win, this great defensive performance, offensive firepower, and, of course, the rain, because anyone that will listen to me, I just want to talk about it now. And run play out to the right for Mitchell. And brought down that's from Mick Daly.
Mick Daly on the carry.
Brought down at about the 25-yard line.
Tackle made by
And 4:57 to go here in the final quarter of this game.
Brings up third down.
Both teams with some backups in now and kind of rotating some different guys in and giving them some time here.
It will do our best with rosters, but again, our sheets are just completely waterlogged at this point.
Your sheets are doing good too. So
no, not my roster sheet.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so now we're just go Yankton.
That's right.
And we have a flag out on the field.
Timeout, Yankton.
Timeout brought to you by Gavin Zimmerman, Thrivent Financial. Yankton takes a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Your family is a part of the Hy-Vee family. That's why they're here in Yankton for anything you need. Looking for steakhouse quality beef, fresh produce, and organic options? For the best option, anything else that's on your list, I have products you're looking for. In 10 aisles online shopping for pickup and delivery, and Hy-Vee sales to make your shopping budget go further.
All right, welcome back to Joe Quintal Field. 4 minutes to go here in this ESD AA matchup. Mitchell's homecoming. Yankton will leave Mitchell with a big victory. Right now, 45-0, but that could change. It is 4th and 6 for Mitchell. And there is the snap and the punt, and to return is Cody Oswald, but a fair catch in Yankton territory at the 48-yard line.
Yankton 48. Excuse me, Mitchell 48.
And it's now Yankton will have the ball on their own 48-yard line. 3:15 to go here from Joe Quintal Fields. Again, another reminder, we are not even going to take a break. We're going to go right into our post-game show, give our awards, and just wrap things up very quickly because we need, Jacob, to get our equipment off of the roof here at Joe Quintal Field. 2:51 to go in the fourth. There's a snap, and Lucas Kamshoff with the pitch option. Pitches it out to the left, and nice gain for Yankton. And on the carry is Platt.
Platt on the carry for 9 yards. Dustin Kurtenbach in on the tackle.
That's Shaler Platt. And now 2nd and 1 for Yankton. And a handoff again to Platt. Platt able to grind his way forward. He gets all the way to the 34-yard line into Mitchell territory. That will be enough to move the sticks for Yankton.
Shaler Platt on the carry.
And 2 minutes to go now in the game.
Marquise Riles and Dustin Kurtenbach in on the tackle.
Minute 40 to go now. 45-0 Yankton. Yankton with the ball. It is 1st and 10. Lucas Gamshoff in at quarterback. He is having an excellent JV season, by the way, Jacob, is Lucas Gamshoff. Takes a snap, pitch option. Pitch out to Shaler Platt. And he is spun to the turf after a gain of about a yard.
Platt on the carry for no gain. Yerke on the tackle.
Yerke on the tackle there, so no gain they're going to give him. So 2nd and 10 it is. We have 1 minute left here. And Mitchell's going to take a timeout for reasons. So 1:07 to go here. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. And Jacob, it's just the point now, okay? I think it's actually kind of starting to become funny. It's just, I think they just want to get their more sub-varsity players in, get them some homecoming experience.
Well, exactly. Just get these guys in for the last minute and just give them a couple of snaps just to get them some experience. Like you said, it's homecoming. You want to get all your players in there for at least a couple plays and be able to finish this game off. And, it certainly didn't turn out the way Mitchell wanted it to. Even though this was a tight game, tied at the end of the first quarter, no score. And
actually, Jake, while we have the chance, let's award our player of the game. Brought to you by Hy-Vee. There's a helpful smile in every aisle. And I don't know, who could it be?
There was a lot of guys that made plays tonight. But
Cody Oswald is our Hy-Vee player of the game. He had, how many, top of your head, Jacob? Because our stats, again, we limited access right now.
And, Oswald, he had the touchdown catch. He had the punt return for a touchdown. Made several other big plays on special teams and defense. And just an all-around performance from Cody Oswald.
All right, and that will do it here from Joe Quintal Field. Yankton 45. Mitchell is shut out here on homecoming. What a performance from Yankton, offensively, defensively. Let's talk all about it tomorrow morning on the KYNT Coaches Show at 9 a.m. Make sure you tune in again on KYNT Radio, 102.1 FM, AM 1450, the KYNT Coaches Show tomorrow morning at 9. Our Pest of the game, Jacob, brought to you by Olsen's Pest Technicians. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Who do you have?
There were several guys that made plays tonight, but Jaden Leitner on that 4th down play, that really changed the game. That could be the play of the game, honestly. I mean,
it was a big momentum shifter for sure.
Absolutely. That's what gave Yankton the momentum. Mitchell was driving, and they seemed to have the momentum in the first quarter and into the second quarter. And, boy, Leitner with that big stop on 4th down at about the Yankton 18-yard line it was. And from there, Yankton drove down the field, scored the first touchdown of the game, and it was all Yankton from there. And so Jaden Leitner with the big stop there, you could make the case super guessy with his pass breakups, but boy, Leitner, that play just really started it off.
Our top-notch performer of the game for each team brought to you by Top Notch Window Cleaning. Well, Cody Oswald again for Yankton. And then Scholes, quarterback for Mitchell, had a good game. And Yankton has Sturgis next at home, and it'll be their last home game of the season. Then they'll have 2 road games to finish out the regular season. And so it is what's left on the schedule. Again, 45-0 Yankton on top of Mitchell. We are going to cut it very short. That was your Hy-Vee postgame show, the shortest one in our history. But we really do need to get our equipment off the roof right here. So Thank you for sticking with us. It's been an interesting one for sure, but most importantly, at the end of the night, a Yankton and Bucks win here at Joe Quintal Field. Thanks to Aaron, our studio engineer, our sponsors. For Jacob Wirtz, I'm Bryce Ladwig, and Josh Bolter, our camera operator. This has been Yankton Bucks Football on KYNT, KYNTV.